right, so once again, I'm live. Coming in.
Yo. Just hit the gym a little while ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me see. I called you by mistake. I meant to call Chak, actually. But...
Let me turn this damn volume up. Yeah, man. BJ, shit's wild, man.
No, it ain't wild.
Oh, shit. Oh, no, brother. Brother. Yes, brother.
Hold on. Chak.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I'm on.
Yeah, I sent you the link, you know.
You said what?
I said I sent you the link. You ain't get it? Yeah, I told you earlier, but yeah, me and Frank on right now. Yeah, I sent it to you. That's why I called you, but yeah, you good. Yeah, you good. Yeah, we on now. All right. Yeah, I think I ain't even know. Oh yeah, well, that's right. Maybe I didn't really confirm it. I don't know. Weather changing, you know, getting to you.
Hot as fuck out here, BJ. Hot as fuck. Like humid.
It's been hot today. It's been okay, but you know, we had a 90 degree. Now we back to we like the 50s in the morning and stuff. We just coming on back. Coming on back to the what they call it, winter time. Not winter time, I mean, you know, moderate weather. So, you know, I told you there was a humanitarian pause in Gaza. Humanitarian pause.
Damn.
And I'm gonna let you hear what they say it's about in a second.
I'm just tripping off what you told me about the 32 migrants and shit. That was in Colorado, right? Or Colorado or Chicago?
Yeah, Colorado.
How do you got to count an exact estimate of niggas and shit?
Mm-hmm. You said how they got an exact estimate?
They know exactly how many motherfuckers. But damn, dude, if that's the case, send fucking 50 cops then, man.
Well, you're right.
And all right, he gonna take them down. Why would it have to go federal? Why would it have to go federal?
All right, so here we go. I was looking at it through my phone to find the topics that I wanted to bring up. Watch this. Listen to this.
And local health workers are preparing to roll out a mass vaccination program for polio in Gaza, which will rely on a series of limited pauses in fighting between Israeli forces and Hamas. The World Health Organization says it will need to vaccinate at least 90% of children aged under 10 for the campaign to succeed. This campaign was organized after a 10-month-old baby was partly paralyzed by the first case of the virus in Gaza in a quarter of a century. On Saturday, medics vaccinated children at one hospital in a symbolic move ahead of the official campaign. From Jerusalem, our Middle East correspondent Yolanda Nell reports.
Just 2 drops as the UN begins vaccinating against polio in Gaza. A dose is easy to give, but carrying out a mass immunization campaign in a combat zone is a huge challenge. Parents of the first vaccinated children are relieved.
I was worried and afraid because this is scary, the polio disease. This disease makes the children unable to move.
Baby Abdul Rahman was crawling early, but now his mum worries he'll never be able to walk. He was the first child found to have polio in Gaza in 25 years, and it paralyzed his leg.
You notice it's a black baby. You notice that?
Vaccinated, and now medical care.
Yeah.
So
Notice
baby, you don't see no black people in none of these Gaza, none of these pictures, none of this footage. But then now all of a sudden,
they found one this time, didn't they?
Ooh, but see, that lets you know that we're there too, though. We're everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't no secret. But that ain't no secret.
We're the rich motherfucker, dude. You know, everybody's the hybrid and shit.
That's why I told you. That's why I always say, I don't know what you're talking about.
When we say the first something.
You call all these things. Well, then drop on tell you in the show, the last shall be first.
Ooh.
Hey man. Treat you last, but guess what? Sooner or later they're gonna find out that you the first. Well, they already know it. It ain't no secret. Ain't no secret. I mean, but my thing is they're saying this is what's up, Rashawn Green? But what I'm saying, they're saying this is a mass campaign. You just said y'all had to pause fighting. What about that? They said we're in a comment zone and you stopping to do this? What the hell?
You can't make this shit up, dude.
Is limited.
Abud wants to live and be treated. He wants to live and walk like other children. I feel a lot of guilt that he didn't get the vaccination, but I couldn't give it to him because of our circumstances.
Displaced 5 times, the baby's family now lives in a crowded tent camp in Deir al-Balah in central Gaza. Raw sewage flows through streets nearby. Conditions are ideal for diseases to spread, especially polio, which is highly infectious. Since discovering the virus, UN agencies have been racing to set up an emergency mass vaccination program. And with war raging, they've negotiated 3 localized 3-day pauses in fighting with Israel and Hamas. UN officials say the plan is not ideal, but it's workable. With no end in sight to the war, the hope is that at least one new source of suffering can be eliminated. Yolande Nell, BBC News, Jerusalem.
Well, still with me is my colleague Mohammed Taha from BBC Arabic. Mohammed, we are seeing some live images now of the vaccination rollout actually underway. We're seeing images from a hospital in Deir al-Balah where babies and children are receiving the polio vaccinations. How significant is this in what was potentially a humanitarian crisis with the outbreak of polio?
It is very significant. It is a very happy moment where we see some kind of normality of life in Gaza, where children were going to hospital to have vaccination. It is very, very delightful moment in the midst of all the wars that's happening in the West Bank, in Israel, and in the northern of Israel. And funnily enough, or I don't know, it's not funnily, it's hard to describe, but not too far from this location in Al-Brej refugee camp, there were Israeli shelling, and 1 person at least were killed, and there were a shelling in Shuja'iyya in eastern Gaza, and 1 person at least killed. But people are really adamant, as you can see, the 2,000 workers from the local health authority in Gaza, and with the cooperation of the World Health Organization and the UNICEF and the UN officials, 2,000 people are really determined to have this campaign successful as a successful event.
Well, Mohammed, thank you. That's my colleague Mohammed Taha from BBC Arabic. Well, UN officials.
All right, man, that's a little. Now, they say they've been fighting. Now, the one thing they said they hadn't had this in the last 25 years. That ought to tell you something right there. But they say they're on pause, because of the thing. So, they say they're on pause because they want to help the children. I just find that very funny, don't you?
I know, but y'all don't care if the kids get killed, right? Bombed and shit. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? They're full of shit. Well, I know that America's not. I know this is It's the UN, right? But see, the thing is, damn, okay, fuck it. See, this is bullshit. Why is the UN not coming and intervening about the fucking treatment that Gaza doing? Why are they not coming and saying, why the fuck is America giving y'all billions of dollars? What kind of advantage is that? So you're gonna have the advantage?
Well, I'm gonna say something about this. Who say America ain't behind this rollout they doing? Or better yet, they know about it. Let's put it like that.
Right. Facts.
So my thing is, remember this. They having a big process in New York too, and I think Harlem Hospital. I don't know what it is, but I know it against the. I think it's against the CDC director, as a matter of fact. But yeah, but they're going to show you that the more you look at this thing that happened over there in Israel, they be pausing, breaking. What kind of war is this? I thought y'all fighting to the death.
To the death, I know.
Right. So I'm gonna say this.
Oh shit.
Yeah. There's stuff going on, but they still fulfilling all their own agendas of what they've been trying to do the whole time. You remember what happened in Haiti? They brought in a shipment after they killed the president over there. So they back to the old tricks again, unfortunately. But it's a cover to do things they want to do, as Rashawn Green is saying. You're exactly right, brother. You're exactly right, because they are getting away with murder on this thing. So that's very interesting, though. But I just want to show you. They said they had a humanitarian pause. Well, now they got a suspect in the shooting now.
You know what I noticed? I know this
if
is
you have a
700
plus credit
you know what I noticed?
you qualify for cheap.
I just seen another team you charged with a murder. You notice that they've been pushing the police getting shot, and you've been seeing that they've been pushing these teen murderers. Though I seen some shit earlier. They said a 10-year-old killed fucking his mom and like dad or something. 10-year-old. Like, dude, you don't have the fortitude to be fucking a 10-year-old to even think. You're not gonna, dude. 10-year-olds don't think, no. You know what I'm saying? BJ, what you think? You don't have the wherewithal to fucking do that at 10 years old, bro. So, but see, I think they might come up with some kind of bill, bro. They might come up with some kind of extra, some adult life or adult, you know what I'm saying? Okay, fuck it. Let's turn it into 17. Let's turn to 17. Okay, 17, you can get, you know what I mean? You could be eligible to be charged as an adult for these kind of crimes. You feel me? That's how I take it. Something's coming. There's gonna be something coming, bro, down the pipe for sure.
Well, wait a minute. Well, stay right there because we got a 17-year-old. I mean, you ain't on topic because I'm coming to that right now. Actually.
Oh, how did I understand, bro?
And thanks for joining us. I'm Ben Bradley.
And I'm Lourdes Duarte. First-degree murder charges are approved against a man in the shooting of 4 people aboard a CTA Blue Line train.
2 of the victims have been identified so far. WGN's Christine Flores is live in Forest Park now with the latest.
Ben and Lourdes, good evening. Now, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office has approved charges for 4 counts of first-degree murder for 30-year-old Ronnie S. Davis from Chicago. Now, 2 of the victims have since been identified as 28-year-old Simeon Behesi, who died from multiple gunshot wounds, and 60-year-old Adrian Collins, who died from a gunshot wound to the abdomen. We are still waiting on the identities of 2 of the victims.
It's not clear what the person's motives were. And we think there could have been more loss of life.
Forest Park Mayor Rory Hoskins reflects on Monday morning's shooting on the CTA Blue Line that claimed the life of 4 people just before 5:30. The train was arriving at the Des Plaines Avenue terminal.
These victims were murdered in their sleep.
Hoskins says they were shot at point-blank range. WGN Investigates has learned the shooter was wearing a mask when they approached the sleeping victims, and there was no provocation before the gunfire. While the shooter was wearing a mask during the shooting, surveillance video later captured them without it. The suspect was detained about 90 minutes later by Chicago police.
Come on, bro. Hold the hell up, bro. Hold it. He didn't have a mask on, but y'all discovered him without it. Did y'all have facial recognition?
Man, how would you even know if he had a mask? How would you know what's that motherfucker if he had a mask on? These motherfuckers, we crazy, bro. It's like no limit to the insane story. Damn, I know. That should be some, but there ain't no limit to it. That's right, Franklin. I like the name. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, they get more ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? They get more far-fetched. But see, they know that this is the more every day goes by, people get desensitized. And the more people get desensitized, the more that people are gonna believe this shit. That's how that works. That makes sense? You're gonna believe it. You desensitized, you're gonna believe this stupid shit. Straight up. You're gonna believe that the sky's red. You know what I mean?
Yep. I'm believing it right now with this dumb shit they saying. The man was 33 years old, by the way. Don't forget. Yeah.
On a Pink Line train.
I have not watched the video.
Number 13,
the
baby.
Deputy Police Chief told me what he saw in the video.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not a movie. It's real life. It's what I'm told, very gruesome.
3 people died on scene. A 4th person was later pronounced dead at a nearby hospital.
I'm grieving. My heart goes out to those families and to those who lost their lives of this senseless, wicked act. But it's my effort to make sure that we are investing in people is still very much front and center.
Village officials are asking for more public safety support at the state and local level, adding that they are the only community in the county with 2 major train lines that end in the area, leaving them with an influx of issues like homelessness and drug overdoses in and around the transit center.
It's a horrible tragedy that 4 people are dead on Labor Day weekend. Our police department and our fire department respond to this location probably more than any other location in our jurisdiction.
I absolutely believe that as we look at the reforms that we're making to our transit system, that we need to be addressing the broader question of, why isn't there enough security being provided? And of course, Springfield's going to be a very important part of that. We're not the only funder or the only available partner in that, but certainly we're trying to put together a plan that will make sense for the future and that will keep people safe.
We are expecting to learn more about these charges and the suspect in a press conference.
Hey, what's up, man?
Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Yo. What's good, man?
Man, what's the word, man? Been raining all day, man.
Oh shit! What? It's been humid out here, man.
Oh what?
I'm gonna say, this is a lot of psyops going on though, man. They said a 10-year-old motherfucker. See, 13, 10. That's just way too young. You don't have the wherewithal. You're not gonna be thinking about that. You still think you don't even know what the fuck food you want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Being that fucking young, you don't even know you don't even know how to wash your ass still. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like seriously, it's like I just can't. It's hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? They act like, and see, they give you these stories. Chak, like you were saying, you think there's a bill coming. I think there might be a bill coming with teenagers. I think they might try to put it to 17 or something. You could try, as long as they're 17, we could try them as an adult. I think they're gonna try to do something like that. Because there's all these stories of these young kids shooting and killing people. Where are they getting the fucking guns from then? Shit. Nobody's asking that. We don't ask the questions, right? Mm-hmm. Where are they getting these murder weapons from? Damn, young labor, man.
What story is this?
Let me bring up something to Chak right quick. Chak, you missed the first part, so I want to bring something to you. So they say they're gonna do a 3-day pause in Gaza, and they're gonna do a mass vaccination campaign on the Gaza and the children in Gaza for polio. They said they had the first case of polio in 25 years. So they said they all came to agreement to cease the war for a couple of days to make sure all 90% of the children get vaccinated.
For polio. It's in Gaza?
Yeah. Ain't that crazy?
Damn.
Yeah, they said they don't want the children to die, so they
They don't want them to die.
Hey, look,
what?
It's kind of crazy because They said they couldn't get them food, water, and they were malnourished, but they get this through. Like, what the hell is that?
Whoa. So you gonna mean to tell me you gonna vaccinate a malnourished child? That's very smart. Very intelligent.
Let me look.
Definitely innovative.
Hey, look, man. Let's do this one more time. I'm gonna put up a different video. Hold on a minute. Here you go.
Most auto insurers love when you have two cars, and they love it even more when you have a driveway full.
Now, Israel and Hamas have agreed a several three-day pauses in fighting to allow the vaccinations of more than 600,000 children in Gaza against polio. It's been confirmed a baby has contracted the disease, the first in the Palestinian territory for a quarter of a century. Lucy Williamson has the very latest.
Born a month before the Gaza war began, Abdulrahman has played a role in pausing it, something world leaders have struggled to do.
Notice how it's a
Earlier
black.
this
You got a
month,
black baby.
Abdulrahman was diagnosed with polio,
Black.
the first case in Gaza for 25 years. The family, 9 children in all, live in a camp in central Gaza, displaced multiple times from their home in the north. The constant moving disrupted his vaccinations. His mother says others in the camp are afraid and stop their children playing with him.
The virus stopped his progress. He stopped sitting, stopped walking, stopped crawling, and stopped moving. I want him to be treated. He wants to live and walk like other children.
Abdulrahman's diagnosis has raised fresh alarm over conditions in Gaza's camps. The phased pause in fighting will allow medics to vaccinate more than 500,000 children in stages across the territory. But the conditions that caused this crisis are worsening, say aid organizations, and their solutions are not straightforward.
Due to the insecurity, the damage, the road infrastructure, and population displacement, but also based on our experience with this kind of campaigns globally and worldwide, the 3 days might not be enough to achieve adequate vaccination.
Israel's prime minister was clear that this was not a ceasefire. The war has so far been resistant to both diplomacy and disease. But preventing another layer of tragedy is seen as one small victory. What the EU's foreign policy chief called a drop of hope in a sea of despair. Lucy Williamson, BBC News, Jenin.
So they say they're gonna do something like 3-day pauses.
3? Why the number 3? But look, Dan, what did Frank Lazuna say? He said they haven't shown us one piece of evidence yet of fighting. They just show see them talking and show a bunch of UNICEF commercials. Bro, I've been saying that, like, even with the Ukraine thing. Where's the proof that these niggas is actually fighting? I'm not over there. I don't know. I'm way the fuck 5,000-10,000 miles away. How would I know that this shit's really going on? This could be a psyop. This could be, you know what I mean? Like, for them to say that
Dawson, you come on and you want to actually.
Dawson,
you nurse. You might know something about this polio, even though. And they look, and we haven't shown one piece of evidence of the fighting yet. They just be talking about it while showing UNICEF commercials. Yes,
telling you, dude. Where's the proof? They don't be having no proof. But see, you don't need proof because they know 80, 90, 10, fucking 100% of these people believe this shit, man. Don't be from Ukraine. I mean, don't be from Gaza, or don't be from Israel. Don't be from one of them two places, because them motherfuckers, they really gonna be eating that shit up. But see, why? Okay, if this is the case, good point. Why aren't the Palestinians protesting if polio is breaking out? Why are they not protesting about that then? Because they're paid. George Soros is going to pay these motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
They say one child got it and they did the vaccinate 500,000.
Damn. But see, why would you care about any kind of death when you're already bombing Gaza? There's already a war. Why would you care about death?
You right, Maria. It is a clown show.
So we picking and choosing who we care about and shit up in this bitch. Mm-hmm. I want to know what Dawson think about that. That's what I want to know, man.
Yeah,
Dawson, what do you think about
it? It ain't about the money. Yeah, you know. Yeah, Dawson, I think I sent you I did send her. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, it's in there.
I want a woman's perspective on this polio. That's what I want.
Check your messenger. But
shit.
But yeah. The question is why any princess know he has to go in the Palestine and help him. That's a good point too. Well, let me say this. I think they should protest. If they say the American gun and they live here, I think some of them should protest. If they need to protest the Capitol, though. They don't need to be protesting in the city. They need to go down to Washington, D.C. Hey, look. Hey, how you doing?
Salute. Dawson up in the building in this motherfucker.
What's up, Frank, Shaq, everybody in order?
Let me say this, Dawson. Got to break this up. So they got a 3-day pause going on in Gaza because they say one child caught the polio and they need to vaccinate 100,000 kids or something like that. 600,000 actually or more. Rollout. Sound kind of familiar to you, doesn't it?
Not just the second round. They doing a second round.
That's exactly right. They doing a second round. Now, I look at it like this, man. They say they haven't had a case over there in 25 years. And one child, they say, gets it. Now, wasn't this done in Kenya before with Mr. Gates? I'm thinking Pakistan and other areas.
Yeah, Pakistan, India, yeah.
Dang, Frank. The criminals always find a way to get back in. So technically, they're in halftime in the war. That's right, Frank. They're in a halftime. They said, we got this. Now look, they said they couldn't get the children water, food, necessities, but they can roll this out. Go figure. That is very suspicious.
See, the thing is, these motherfuckers see, and this is right in the election year, and this is right before fall time. So, okay, I see what they're doing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, why? Okay, 25 years. So why does this fall under election year? Why does it fall under the same?
You already know the deal. Let me see this. Oh, no. This is the wrong one. Nah, that's the wrong one. Let's see. Let's pull this up. Because Brazil got a lot of stuff going on. Here we go.
I took two things that I love, dancing and dogs, and I made them into a successful business.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, in case you do not realize this is happening as of yet, the NFL is in a very interesting position right now. There is massive backlash because Brazil banned X, formerly known as Twitter, online. And in the name of free speech, people are calling for a boycott, not only of the game, but they're calling for the NFL to move the game the hell out of Brazil in the name of free speech. They got a game this Friday between the Eagles and the Packers. And if that's not enough for Roger Goodell, the captain of the Eagles, Darius Slay, has come out and he has made comments about not wanting to go to Brazil on video because of the crime down in Brazil. Now, you may be asking, well, how is this related? How are those two things related? Well, it's one of the reasons Brazil has flattened Twitter/X down there. They don't want things getting out. They don't want how corrupt their government is to be exposed. And now Roger Goodell is a hell of a spot, because all eyes now are on the NFL and what it is they're going to do about this. Now, guys, you know we cover the NFL on this channel a lot. It's been a lot of WNBA, but the season's about to start, so the NFL stuff's going to be coming back too.
Case in point. Let me bring this up. Brazil got wildfires going. They got a totalitarian regime going on, and the Eagles and Packers gonna have this game there on Friday. Now, Twitter was just, or X, it was just banned over there in Brazil. So they telling the NFL basically, hey, y'all gonna have this game or what? Now the NFL gonna go along with it. You know the NFL about the money. They go along with the game. Just letting you know. I mean, they ain't stopping this train. Wildfire, snow, speed of hell. The NFL is gonna have a game on Friday night. Friday night football, which was already looked at as kind of crazy because they usually don't have NFL games on Friday. Thursday, Sunday, later in the season, they have it on Saturday. They very rarely have a game on Friday, maybe Christmas or something like that. This is already strange at its best. But for them to fly over there in Brazil, and X is banned in Brazil, this could spark some backlash among people. So just pay attention to that. Pay attention. There could be something brewing here now. But as far as we know, they will go ahead and play the game on Friday. The show must go on, as they say.
Check this out.
We're back with this. Ex-owner Elon Musk is slamming the Brazilian government for banning his app.
Griff Jenkins has the story on that. Hey, Griff.
And Ainsley, X is offline in South America's largest country. Brazil's Supreme Court upheld a ban yesterday by its top judge blocking access nationwide in demanding Elon pay more than $3 million in fines and nominate a legal representative within Brazil. Now, that judge, Alexander de Moraes, suspended the platform, claiming it contains hate speech and misinformation, and imposed a nearly $9,000 daily fine for anyone using VPNs to access. And put that into perspective, most Brazilians earn around 10 grand a year in annual salary. Now, Musk says this is crushing people's right to free speech. But Brazil's leftist president says the world is not obliged to put up with Musk's far-right ideology just because he is rich. Now, the judge also froze local bank accounts of Musk's satellite company Starlink for refusing to block access to it. Here at home, Minnesota's Attorney General Keith Ellison is cheering it on, saying this: "Obrigado, Brazil," which means thank you in Portuguese, with Musk firing back. The Democratic Party, same one that used to defend the First Amendment, now wants to destroy the First Amendment. Finally, someone better tell the Eagles and Packers about this. They've got an NFL season opening game this Friday in Brazil. Some now calling for the NFL to cancel the game.
Man, this is threatening to go nuclear on the NFL. As a brand partner with X, the NFL should consider postponing the game in Brazil. Nah, move it back to Green Bay or let it be in Philadelphia. So that's not the only thing. Darius Slay said this.
Trip. Week one, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. But, man, I do not want to go to Brazil. And you want to know why? I'm here to tell you why. They already told us not to leave the hotel. They told us we can't do too much going on because the crime rate is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, NFL, why y'all want to send us somewhere with the crime rate this high? And like, we out the country. So, the first thing people think is like something terrible can possibly happen. I told my family, do not come down there because like, I'm not going to be nowhere to be found. Really, I'm going to be in a hotel, chilling, minding my business, playing my game after a long 9.5-hour flight. So
imagine that. An NFL player from Philadelphia. Philadelphia got some crime, folks. It's so bad, the NFL said, don't leave your hotel. Does Roger Goodell give a shit about any of these players? That's wild. Clay Travis, I doubt the NFL would do it, but it would make a strong move in support of freedom of speech by canceling next Friday's game.
Got a question. Who think the NFL gonna cancel the game? It's Friday. Who think gonna cancel the game? Anybody think cancel the game? What do you think, Frank? No, Dawson, go ahead.
What the players should do, protest and not go at all. At some point, you gotta have some courage and get rid of this damn fear. You go your ass over there and something happened and they have y'all held as hostages because what y'all posted or they try to use y'all as bait to get the Elon Musk, I wouldn't do it. Now with this administration and everything going on, I wouldn't do it.
Well,
I stay at home.
Well, it's very interesting what that guy Darius Slay said because he's actually been in the league for a long time, played for the Detroit Lions, and he's actually a well-respected player. So that's very interesting. Like he said, he got on a 9-hour flight. He told his family, don't even come over there. But it's mighty funny, though.
Well, why would he sacrifice himself? Shit. Man,
Well,
I'm not. See, all money ain't good money.
But
all money ain't good money.
And Brazil been dealing with this stuff for a while because you remember they all told people the kids couldn't go to school. They would take your welfare. They didn't take the biometric devices. As we know what it is, right? So it's mighty funny that Brazil having this game. They already said they got wildfires over there. They said that last week. Now the thing they come down with X, and they're gonna fine you if you got a VPN. They even say you're getting on X. I'm like, what the hell, right? So like the censorship thing is way out of control. But I will say this: I know Roger Goodell. Roger there by that money. NFL ain't canceling shit. I'm just letting you know. If it ain't on the players, they ain't canceling shit.
You don't care about the ends. Y'all just slaves. He got insurance on all of y'all.
That's real shit.
Pay attention.
See,
Roger Goodell, I bet you he be back in the States while y'all ass be hot, man. And you gotta go for Brazil jurisdiction laws. You over in that country now. Hey, I travel, I know. That's why when I've always traveled, I always read whether I was going on a cruise or flying to a different island out the country. I always read the laws.
Can they
wow.
They
need to stop. I wouldn't do it.
Now, being that they from the States, I wonder, can they get on X over there, but just a citizen in Brazil, you can't get on X. That's very interesting because the NFL the NFL is on X. That is very interesting.
Well, what Elon should do is say, if you go over there, you ain't advertising on our platform anymore, NFL.
One player gonna do something stupid. And you got two teams over there, so let me make sure I put that out there that you get the Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. That also means them teams both forfeited one home game for a game somewhere else. That's why, because the NFL every year got this thing where they play in London. Last year they played in Frankfurt, Germany. They've been playing a lot of games early in the season overseas, right? So this is just
That's a part of this global BS bullshit. And we shouldn't be, the way the country is on fire and lit, we shouldn't be traveling nowhere. I know I haven't. I know I haven't. Oh no, I ain't going outside this country. Hell, you got to be careful going outside the state. Look at Tulsa Gap. Shit.
You're right. You're 100% right. I agree. But this is where we at. And I will say this, Frank. Frank, you don't think they're gonna cancel the game, do you? They only got 2 days now. They only got 2.5 days to get this thing right now. So Friday night, 8:15. Just saying. The NFL starts back on Thursday night. They already got Taylor Swift promos going. What do you call it? The Not for Long Football League or whatever the hell it is, right? But nevertheless, that's how it goes, man. But it just goes to show. As a matter of fact,
the NFL just destroying itself from within, I swear. Some point it ain't gonna even be worth it. NFL, the NBA.
The problem with NFL, they done went up on that NFL Sunday ticket, right? That thing was kind of like $300. They done boosted up to like, shoot.
What to watch the games? I think Amazon has it now, right?
Amazon got it on Thursday night. They got that, but they got like the NFL Sunday ticket is like when people want to watch out of market games, so they might pay like $390 some dollars a year or something, right? But they don't that thing almost like $600 now. They don't triple the damn thing. Okay, they went up on the prices, man, for a subscription package. So a lot of people mad about it. I like shit. I ain't paying no $390 for no subscription to watch no extra game. No way. What the fuck would I do that for? You better go to your local bar or something.
You know what's crazy?
Everything is so expensive.
And you know what's crazy? I was going to say something like that, Dawson.
Mm-hmm.
This shit, honestly, why would I guess motherfuckers that got it like that. But why the fuck would you pay that just to watch sports from some sports channel? And of a specific sport too. Really?
Because Frank, people prioritize entertainment over, like they'll pay that instead of paying their light bill. Because the America has made you a consumer. Like I'm debating now if I want to go to Maxwell concert here in Houston. First of all, what if something pop off? That's what I was thinking. Second of all, guess how much the ticket's running? These ain't seats close up. Between $100 to $400. A Maxwell concert now.
And I actually like Maxwell.
And I do. But I'm really thinking, I don't know, with everything going on, I want to go. Man, I'm gonna have to wait till he get a resident in Las Vegas, and when hopefully Trump get in here, because stuff just not safe right now, and we getting closer and closer to the election because it'll be October 18th.
Fortunate to have you, girl.
Come on, there go my Maxwell right there. Oh, I'm good. I don't need to see him no more.
That fortunate was.
I don't need him.
You know what's crazy? That's my favorite Maxwell song too.
Sing it, Maxwell. Sing it. Sing it.
He's dope, bro. He wasn't his regular life. He wasn't
Lifetime.
Yeah,
he just did the
we do a little something. You said what, Shay? I mean, he go hard, but I don't know at this point. Dang it, I like going to stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, he just did MP Tiny Desk, man. About a couple.
Oh yeah, he did do a Tiny Desk.
Somebody said that. Yeah, I
man,
that.
He smoked it. He smoked it, bro. He smoked that Tiny Desk. He did an Al Green song, boy. Oh my God, smooth.
Well, yeah, I got it. Hey, look, hey, that's better than what we got coming here to Virginia State, the HBCU on October 9th. They got Boss Man D-Lo and Glorilla coming.
Glow? Yeah, Glow.
What is be going up in Virginia?
Well, I don't know what these promoters been doing lately. I mean, they had Erica Badu the other night. I mean, that's the best thing. I mean, I don't know.
What?
Yeah,
She don't even get that. She from Texas, and she don't even get that kind of play here in Texas.
Matter of fact, she was in two places. She was in Norfolk at the Cousins Festival. They had a festival called the Cousins Festival down in Norfolk. And then she came down to, I think, Richmond later that day or the next day to do another event, I think called the Art of Noise. I know what it's called, the Art of Noise, but I think that she came in the music hall or something, but it was kind of crazy. Because I was like, what you been talking about Erica Badu? I said, Erica Badu? They're like, yeah, man, you know, she coming down here. I'm like, okay. I mean, you know, it's okay what it is, but I mean, maybe I don't know. I mean, shoot, Erica Badu.
So y'all got a little large population, BJ, or culture people there. Y'all got a
in Richmond especially, but I will
Richmond,
say this: Richmond used to be about 75 to 80. It's getting closer, but like it's getting split down the middle. We got a whole lot of Latino living in Richmond now, man. These areas, I don't even know what
Oh dang! There they go.
Man,
and you know that's why, and they moving right in our areas where we at. They moving right where we at. Ain't that something?
I was riding AJ shop. I was riding
Well,
AJ shop this morning.
I don't know down here. I can't really say that down here because they there, but they not there in like our neighborhoods like that. I don't know. They usually had a certain side of town here.
Yeah, I mean,
right. Yeah, a certain time to take like Houston. That's what I heard. I heard it's like segregated or whatever.
Yeah, it's segregated. Like it's not gonna be like you go to South Park, the Northeast Side. What you will see them, but it ain't like a whole lot of them. Like it's not like they taking over. If it do, they stay there for a little while, but then they leave. I don't know, but they had a sides like they have the East End over there, kind of like East I-10 East, the East End area, or the Edo. Well, never mind. They gentrified their ass out. So never mind. You talking about getting gentrified? They gentrifying the Mexicans out here before gentrifying us. So they losing their areas.
You know what's crazy? It's the opposite out here. they getting the black people, like get your ass way the motherfucker. There's a place called like San Bernardino. No, that's the desert. That's
Yeah, my auntie was telling me that.
Yep. I.e. they're getting all black people, and they got a place called Moreno Valley. Moreno in Spanish means black. So guess what? They sent all the blacks to Moreno Valley. See, that's
wow.
It's not an accident. You're gonna see the blacks.
What is that, Frank? Because my aunt live in Stockton. She say everybody moved from. It's so many houses for sale in San Francisco. Everybody moving. I'm talking from black, Filipino, Hispanic, all them moving up there like to it's so what is called before you get to Stockton?
Oh, like that's Fresno.
Yeah, not Fresno. What's the other one?
You said not San Francisco. You talk about like.
Okay, what's San Bro?
Oh, okay. I know you talking about.
It's before you get to Stockton or after you get to Stockton.
Stockton's up north.
I don't think more so in Sacramento. Maybe that's what she said.
They getting that. They doing all that on purpose, man. They know how to.
Yeah, she say they got like 2-hour commutes to and from work.
Damn.
Because she work in San Francisco.
Oh, and she live in Stockton. Yeah, that is far.
She live in Stockton, and so she sometimes have to stay with my cousin. That's like 45 minutes away. But she said all her other coworkers, Filipinos, and even all them Hispanics and all them, they got a 2-3 hour drive too. Imagine doing that in the morning and when you get off. You ain't got no life. Wow.
You ain't got no life.
It's bad in Cali.
Well, look, Frank, here goes something in Virginia, Dawson. This is right here in Charlottesville, Virginia. Look at this right here. I don't know. I pull it up yet. Oh yeah, here it is. Yep, y'all. This is some crazy stuff. Look at this. Somebody show me this.
Okay, so here we have the new ATMs here at UVA Credit Union in Berkmar in Charlottesville, Virginia. Looks like they're made by Hillsong, but the thing that looks kind of like the buildings there in Wuhan, China. This looks like a bar to possibly scan your license plate or your vehicle. Down here we have ID card scan, I assume for vaccination cards. Over here we have a palm vein scan, which looks like possible microchips. And so what they're going to do is they're going to require mandatory vaccinations for all Americans and all of your children. And if you do not, comply with them, then they are not going to allow you to have access to your money. They will take your children. You will not have any kind of benefits, but they will give you the option to opt out, to give you free will to make it your own choice. Okay, so here we have.
That's right there in Charlottesville. That's about an hour from me, but yep, right there. That's in Charlottesville, Virginia. Right there by UVA, University of Virginia.
What is it, BJ?
Crazy
A
stuff,
scanner?
man.
What is it?
It's like a scanner, but it's got that palm scan on it. You know that palm scan? Like I told you, they got in Whole Foods where you can scan your hand on the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what he's saying is, it looked more like one of them pocket meter license plate readers, but it do got that palm scan on there. And notice at the beginning, well, it's too small for you to see it, but it's 13, Revelation 13:16 on there, 16:13 on the bottom. Yeah, they had the Bible verse on there too on the bottom. That's another thing that was in there. So
Did they ever ban the CV-19 stick to the arm there in Virginia?
I mean they didn't mandate it. Yeah, like in it's in the hospitals. I think they did, but not in the private businesses. I mean, they told you didn't have to go to school wearing a mask, even though some parents still sending their child to school wearing a mask. I mean, it is what it is. But I tell you one thing: if Ralph Northam would have got it, no, Terry McAuliffe would have got in. He was down with it. I mean,
yeah, they cause down here it's banned. That thing, that device is banned here by legislative law.
Yeah, well, yeah,
that's why I was asking.
We got too many people up in the legislature to get mad with Youngkin about abortion.
Then they full of Democrats. I already know what's going on then. Yeah, and them Negroes up there probably voting for them. Them Negroes voting for them. That's how they standing off.
In Charlotte, North Carolina, they got a company that laying off 217 workers, shutting its plant. That's in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's not here. That's in North Carolina, but just something that just to be aware of. Don't when they tell you about them job numbers, always be aware.
Oh yeah,
that's a bunch of crock shit.
Did y'all hear about the condos that collapsed in Florida that killed 98 people?
Today?
I don't know if it's today. I was watching a guy channel called Real Estate Mindset, and that guy Orlando. Remember, he was talking about the nurses who was getting laid off.
Yep.
They was talking about like they forcing these people out of their condominiums, even though they paid for them, because they're not safe. The structure isn't safe. Y'all been to Florida before. If y'all been, you know how Florida is, all those beaches, all those salt water, with the erosion. So they saying the structures are not sturdy, which I never understood it either when I go. Why would you build all of those condominiums like that on this type of land? But okay.
I mean, that's 100% right. What you're saying there, but I mean, New Orleans kind of built the same way. You really look at it, where That's how you was able to have that thing with the leverage too. I mean, so when you in these low-lying areas, that is how the ball can bounce, or below sea level. That's how it bounces. But that also means they can also set up booby traps and conditions for these things to happen too. Now you were talking about Florida, because Florida is kind of like California in one thing. You got insurance companies that's basically doing the hell what they want to do. They say you have property damage. Hey, you know what? We might not pay for you. Like these insurance companies right now, it ain't just Florida. It ain't just California. These insurance companies find every way to suck profit and keep their money. It is what it is.
Yep.
Frank, you're in California. So your premium was $1,700 for insurance in the state. It's about to jump to $2,600 or more. No bullshit.
I think all states just got approval for 34% increase, right?
Yeah.
And what's the reason behind these motherfuckers going up on this insurance, man? What the fuck is the
That's a great point, Frank.
Can't be accidents going up.
Great point.
It can't be accidents going up. It can't be that.
They letting the corporations do it. Okay, I'm gonna give you a prime example. They letting them do it. I remember when Hurricane Harvey hit here in Texas. Both our governor and Trump said there will be no price gouging, there will be no raising of prices, there will be none of it.
Yeah, that's real, man.
So basically, the Democrat parties have allowed these corporations. Y'all saw how they profits during their double or triple. Warren Buffett, Amazon, Google, Elon. Y'all saw that during the pandemic. They allowing them to do it.
That's true.
Keep supply chain issue. Supply chain issue, my ass. Seems like it's plenty of food and stuff in the stores to me.
How come there wasn't? Why didn't how come during the pandemic? You know what I'm saying? See, the thing is this.
Right.
You notice the price gouging been up since the pandemic. It went down a little something a couple years back, but then it went boom. What is it at now? I just went to the store a couple weeks ago. Everything like a shit $2-3 more.
Yeah, because what then went up? They said some went up to like 50% now.
The eggs is high.
Okay, it was eggs. Okay.
I went to that motherfucker today. I'm like, what the? I just went to Ralph's the other day. I'm like, damn, the eggs is crazy, expensive as fucking Ralph's. Okay, I expect that's fucking Ralph's. But I went to motherfucking Walmart today, which I should know. The motherfuckers is like the same price. I'm like, damn, that's how you know they went up. If they the same price as Ralph's.
Yeah, they keeping it. Yep.
What you think, Dawson?
I got some.
What do you think?
Some breaking news to tell y'all. Kathy Hochul, her former deputy chief of staff, was charged with acting as an
I
agent.
heard that. I heard that she was an Asian spy. I was telling Victor and Chak that today. I heard that.
Crazy shit.
Man, I'm like Chak. All these people need to be locked up for treason.
Well, Chris Cuomo, what's his name? Is it Chris Cuomo? No. Andrew Cuomo is actually going to court next week for what happened in nursing homes.
Oh, finally, nigga. Man,
interesting. Okay.
Arrest that motherfucker, man. Arrest him. You know what I'm saying? Him? Who else?
You have
know
to.
These
people need to be jailed.
Gruesome
They
Newsom.
need to
He's
be
a piece of shit.
jailed.
And see, like I said earlier, and like Pink Book playlist, earlier, they was breaking it down. They said, check this out. It's like to the point now, if you a male and you go for the Democrats, you 80-90%, you got to be gay. It has to be a big margin, I'm telling you. See, they want the feminized females, the masculine feminized females, and then they want the soft, gay dudes.
Frank, look, man.
The Democratic Party is the party.
Frank. Look, man. I got something to say, man. Look, man. I don't want to hear about these butchers, man. I done seen 5 butchers today, man. I'm done, man. I done seen about 5 or 6.
Beat my ass in an arm wrestling match and shit, man.
Hey, look, man. That's enough for me. Hey, Dawson. Seeing 5 to 6 of them in one day, that's enough for me.
Damn. But they
basically, BJ, you had a bad day today, then, basically.
Oh, shoot. Look, I went to the Dollar General or so, and then I said, there you go to the with the mall. With the mall. No. What is the store? I think mall Burlington. one of them damn stoves saw two couples in there. I said, what the hell is going on? There's something in the water going on. Hey, look, baby. The Pride Parade is on, goddamn it. Like, look, man. Fuck it, man. Hey, look. Wake me up when the clown show over, man.
It be like that when I go to LA. When I go to LA, I see nothing but butchers, bro. Oh, nothing but the studs, whatever the fuck they call. How you call somebody not a man a stud? Isn't that what they were supposed to be called? A handsome man back in the day was supposed to be called the stud?
You know what, though?
It's crazy.
Yeah, man, yeah, back in the day. That's right, Frank.
I'm glad you mentioned that, though, because yesterday I was at the park with my homeboy. And this older guy, he's out there. And he was saying, what that girl that they come out here sometime, man, you know. He was like, you know, she the man in her relationship. He said, what the fuck you talking about, bro? That shit don't make that shit no better. He like, let me tell you something, bro. Two women running a household ain't nothing but chaos. They're out of order and they're impossible to be in a man's role. He like, end the discussion. Don't say that shit no more on this basketball court. That's what he told my boy. Don't say that shit.
Facts.
He said she ain't no man in no relationship. She's just a woman.
Damn, Rashawn Green. He said ATL Dallas in New York City. That's where you see him a lot. That's that in the black communities, man. Like a motherfucker, bro. Man. See, we don't stand on something like you know, reparate or something tangible or all vote as a block or something to benefit or
gays want reparations, Frank.
We stand on gayness and shit like that. They don't have
reparations, man.
What'd you say?
The gays want reparations, man.
And they got it too.
Oh, they got it.
It was Obama that
doing this administration. That started. Obama opened up that butthole.
Well, he's really open. Well, he's opening up really.
He did. Look, come on, y'all. He opened it up, y'all.
Well, I hate to tell you that I'm gonna get to the clown in a minute, but not him. Miss Harris is gonna try and open it up once again. Even though this might be more for the women.
Speaking of reparations, look how they sabotaged that shit, dude.
Yeah, Frank, I don't know what. Ooh, when you talking about that was a slap in y'all face, Frank. That's how them Democrats do. I was watching Phil Scott earlier before your show started, BJ, and that's what he was saying. He was like, they played on our culture people because basically when Gavin Newsom started pushing reparations when he was going through that recall, Frank? Y'all had a recall or something?
And
that's when he was pushing. There you go. See, man, these people, they not smart, but they very clever.
Wag the dog. Wag the dog.
And then look, they talk about, Gavin Newsom. Well, he was gonna veto it anyway. Man, look, them
how the hell you know?
Fuckers, man. The Congressional Black Caucus, we need to get their ass out of there, roast the motherfuckers out. We need a motherfucking petition, all the motherfuckers out, or try to sue, misallocating the funds and misallocating the funds. But they got immunity though.
Look, man,
Frank, you know them old baby boomer slave, Democrat slave, Labor, Black Caucus. They don't want to have. They have sold us out. That's why I'm like, I don't want to hear when I hear old people talking. I don't even want to look respectfully. I don't want to hear it because y'all the one that then sold us out. Okay, now we got to dig ourselves out this damn hole and try to do something for us in the future generation.
Well,
we don't want nothing, master. We good, master.
Hey, look. I'm gonna tell you no lie, Dawson. I don't think they want nothing because I mean, what's that guy said a couple weeks ago to me? Talking about some crazy shit. I'm like, what are you trying to do? He talking about, I don't want my child to be scared to go to school. For what? You're like, I don't want no Trump supporter to hurt him. I'm like, come on. Like the girl.
Didn't I just say that earlier, Frank? These Negroes scared, ain't got no courage, full of that damn fear.
Right.
Well,
that's it. And you a so-called critic. You know what I'd have told him, BJ? Hold on. Well, don't God says fear no man but me?
You really think he believe in God,
man? How you kill, man? I'd have killed that goddamn organ. I say, see, this is what I be saying about y'all so-called Christians.
Well, unfortunately, we got a girl down here we know she said that somebody called her daughter a monkey or something today or something like that. She gonna go to they're gonna do some counseling or something. I'm like, man, look, man. God damn.
Talk to the parents in this book.
Well, hey, Joe Biden said all people was like roaches, so why is she surprised?
Hey, look.
And come on, y'all don't know what administration we under?
Hey, look. Well, I'm getting to my after I play this video. I'm getting to what administration we're under. You know, we're in an administration where people could wash collard greens in bathtubs and put the bathtub sauce on collard greens.
Don't you clean that bathtub? Don't she got bleach and limeade in that bucket?
Thank you. Whoever cooked some damn greens and this lady here, man. I swear.
Hey, I gotta give her credit for one thing though, Dawson. When she know how to talk around white folks, she know how to talk about black folks. She changed the answer.
Sure do.
That mother
right.
Twillaquist, man. She know how to twist that voice. She like, yeah, you know, like Hillary Clinton did. I ain't no ways tied.
No ways tied.
I said, these motherfuckers.
Wow.
Well,
so disrespectful.
Hey, look, you know, and matter of fact, so here we go again, though. So we passed Labor Day now. So here we go. We got Labor Day, Columbus Day, Election Day, Thanksgiving. Now that thing with Alexa though, I gotta show y'all that. Alexa got a thing where it's telling you who to vote for. Alexa basically said they don't go give out no political information. But then Kamala Harris, they said she's a smart, intelligent woman. Yes, Alexa, you know you look. Hey, Alexa. Yeah.
Well, you need to, you know what, B? Well, now you can't play it because if you play AJ with Info W, y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He interviewed Chak GPT and he was showing how they already in program and trained the AI.
Yep, that's right. They have. As a matter of fact.
So that's why Alexa is doing it. They already got a program.
As a matter of fact, you talk about AI. You know, when you know, I know you say you remember Instagram, it'll tell you right on the thing actually that we use an AI and a human assistant. They'll tell you. So I mean, you know, but Frank, this for you, buddy.
California auto insurance costs set to rise by 54%. News report says this is ABC. Rob, do you have a video on this, or it's like a 23-second video?
I do. I have the newscast where ABC reports on the jump.
Let's do this. Let's go to my beautiful Ty. Go and play this clip.
By the end of the year, the typical auto insurance policy in California compared to 2023 as well. Right now, California's average annual premium is around $1,700, but it's projected to rise to $2,600. The jump due to increasing claims, storm damages, and costly repairs.
By the way, is it Insurify or Insurify?
Insurify.
Why did he say Insurify? Like
because he's reading a teleprompter with a bad tie.
That was like a that was a
Ron Burgundy moment.
That's a Ron Burgundy moment as well. But let's kind of go through this. Forgive this man. By the end of the year, typical auto insurance is going to go up 54%. And by the way, you may ask and say, but that's everywhere. That's everywhere. Look at this right there. Let's break that down. According to a new report published by Insurance Tracker, the cost of full coverage across the U.S. is set to increase 28%. During that time period, but some states, including California, are seeing a year-over-year rate hikes of more than 50%. June of 2023, full coverage was $1,666. A month ago or 2 months ago was $2,417. By the end of the year, it's expected in California to be $2,681 in the state of California auto insurance. And meanwhile, folks, insurance carriers are leaving the state. They're flat out sitting there and saying, there is no money to be made in this state. I'm out. Mm-hmm. It doesn't even make sense for us. Geico shut down their 38 office. They're like, we're done. We're out of here. More and more carriers are leaving because the state of California, Tom, are you following how the Department of Insurance is putting in I don't know if you're following the FAIR Act. Are you close? Are you
I know
fully
what you're
aware of the FAIR Act? Go ahead. Give us a little breakdown of it.
So, the California DOI is basically putting in price controls.
Tom. هو رايهم زوم أبو مية لا خم خدنا بشات لما قناش go.
Not a man or woman alive doesn't enjoy a delightful coffee.
Right.
No, what the California Insurance Commissioner, the DOI, there is trying to do is basically price controls. Because the insurance carriers are bringing forth fact-based analysis that said the risk of theft in California is higher, so that's loss. But inflation has decimated the labor rate, which has gone up 33%, and parts are up 30%. So, Vinny, that means if your car crashes and I'm your insurance guy, I'll say, hey, pay your $500 deductible, and then I have to pay the rest to the shop, right? But I just have a 30% increase in parts, 35% increase in labor. So that's killing me. So what do I have to do? I have to charge you more.
For every year, not for the
every year, because
does the deductible go up, Tom?
No. Your deductible
Just
stays whatever you want to keep it. And by the way, you probably move your deductible to $2,500, trying to get your insurance down. But now your deductible's higher if you have something. And so what the California DOI is basically trying to do is price controls. And so the California insurances, Pat takes his insurance company, goes to Sacramento, and says, look what's happened to labor, look what's happened to parts, look what happens to risk of theft. Man, I need to raise rates here in California, and not a little bit, because I can't make a good business. No, you are going to be, subject to the Fair Act, and we're going to control how much you can go up each year. And he said, okay, well, then I need to tell you about the Leave Act. What's that? I'm leaving California and doing more business in Georgia, Florida, and Texas. Have a nice day. And then.
So, Frank, I looked that up just now, and that would make your insurance basically. If you got one car, about $270 a month, 50 cents, between that $250 or whatever, give or take, right?
That's bullshit.
And but see, that means you got one car. See, if you got more cars, houses, this thing could go way, way up. So you gotta know how much assets do you own and have, because if you got a lot, you be paying a lot. Now. Rashawn Green, you're right. Imagine you can't drive to work because you can't afford a car. Well, actually, you're right. They are pricing people out because some fact of they know that by 2035 or 2030, they want to go all electric. So what better way to do it than price you out of your car? People ain't going to be wanting to pay for gas, insurance, and that. And then yesterday they came out with the little cute report. Gas is the lowest it's been on Labor Day since 2021. Cute. Right. That's what they say. Last time I checked, it was still 321 down in the street. But that's okay. It's okay, right? 321. I don't like paying no $3 for gas, Miss Dawson. I'm sure you don't. Frank, it might be $4, $5 in California.
That's some bullshit, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But let me get to my I guess the Indian woman that the AKAs love so much. By the way, Lizzo, good job losing weight lately. You've been losing a lot of weight lately, Lizzo. Keep up the good work. Hey, man. Hey. Dawson did say that, once things got a little down pat, hey, Lizzo was going.
They're legally robbing you.
Come back,
and it's happening every time you pay for car insurance.
I want to ask you about your opponent, Donald Trump. I was a little bit surprised. People might be surprised to hear that you have never interacted with him, met him face to face. That's going to change soon. But what I want to ask you about is what he said last month. He suggested that you happened to turn Black recently for political purposes, questioning a core part of your identity.
Yeah.
Any
same old tired playbook. Next question, please.
That's it?
That's it.
Hey, quick question. We're going to ask Trump, when did he turn Black? Why is he?
Auntie.
Oh, yeah.
That some of y'all are still questioning if Kamala's Black.
her nieces and nephew call her auntie. They call her auntie. I think that is enough evidence that woman is black, because the only people that call their auntie is black folks. Like, let's be for real. Okay, so we can stop questioning it. Thanks.
Auntie, what are you doing? Herbs from my garden. Onion, lemon. What is this process of the juice and then? Come on, honey. It's a baster and I'm juice. You bake. What are you doing now? Tell me more. Tell me more. You need to. I need to learn. I'm trying to do it.
What is that?
What the hell is that? Get in my belly.
Right, Marlon. So I know how to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas. One year, I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathroom. So I am not playing around. So what
All right, guys, we got to talk about the conversation. A lot of black people about how
many greens that it's funny though, but they won't do this to the white people. If you do this to Jews, it'd be over with.
every year. Because what Kamala Harris is saying here, she said in the past about how she cooks collard greens, tells me everything I need to know about just how fake Kamala Harris is. Take a look.
I have a friend who had a Christmas party, Christmas Eve every year, and she asked me to make the greens for a party every year. And I am not lying to you that I would make so many greens that I'd need to wash them in the bathtub. I'm telling you the truth.
So how do you make your greens? Do you put turkey in them? Do you
bacon.
Put nice. My grandma
I do bacon. Garlic. I put white vinegar. I do. So I start with, I slice
Husband's
up
a judo.
my garlic. But
We
first
do
I
not do
chop
that to
bacon.
greens. Oh my gosh. This bitch said
Some chili
vinegar.
peppers. Yes. And then a
You
lot
don't
of water.
use chili pepper.
So a little chicken stock, and I let it go for a while before I put the greens in. And then, right, so you get that going and all that flavor. And then I put the greens in for a couple hours. Then I do vinegar. And then I cheat and do a little Tabasco.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, but Tabasco, of all, like I like Louisiana hot sauce, but Tabasco has that right amount of vinegar. Yeah.
My God.
And that's how I do my greens.
I see why you get invited every year.
Hey, yo.
There is no
Man,
doubt.
I'm surprised anybody there going.
What the hell am I saying? What?
You learn a new recipe every day. That's some crazy shit, though. But I ain't never known about nothing like that. She says she used chili powder. She says she used Tabasco sauce. But made sure she said hot sauce. Now, that could be looked at as hot sauce. My bad. Remember Hillary Clinton saying, I can't hot sauce everywhere I go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because Hillary Clinton pulled it out on the Breakfast Club.
And he was like, it looked like you're pandering. She says, is it working? Damn. These motherfuckers, that's what they feel about us, dude.
But
instead of saying, oh, I didn't mean to insult you or nothing, she says, is it working, bro? Wow.
But that girl sitting up there talking to her, she the joke of the day. I ain't even mad at Kamala for what she did. That other girl, she just sitting up there and sucking it all in like, excuse me, you really mean you cook greens in the bathroom? Like, you ain't gonna ask no questions about that. Ain't that kind of nasty though, man? Come on. Oh my God. Woo! Boy, Dawson, they got the right woman for the job. As a matter of fact, Nancy Pelosi said she will make sure she will help Kamala with her reptilian discreet ways.
I saw that video. I saw it. She said, we the reptilians, we have to, yep. She said.
Hey, well, like Dr. Lean said, she not lying.
Absolutely not.
She's telling you who she is.
Correct.
Now, as my mom would say, what are you? Are you gonna play Bobo the Fool?
Yeah, your mom got a question. And them be the same motherfuckers them be the same mofos on where is this? These uneducated sister girls and so-called Christians, and These baby boomers who still on a Democrat plantation still go vote for that. These people.
Man, I said this woman got to be out of her mind. Talking about some white garlic and what is it, vinegar? Here she go again now. I'm gonna just show you she coming
Chili
back again.
peppers. That's how you tell she ain't one of us. You putting vinegar, Tabasco sauce, bacon. Who the hell cook greens with bacon?
No matter what condition it's in.
Now here go the clown again.
Get through the next 64 days.
Kamala. Kamala! You don't talk like that.
She don't talk like that.
Kamala, you gonna stop mocking Southern black women. You gonna stop that right now, Kamala Harris. 64 days. We got 64 days till the end, you know what I'm saying? Girl, you are an Indian woman from California.
No.
You don't talk like that.
She don't talk like that.
We got 64 days, y'all. Kamala, you gonna stop mocking Southern black women. Yeah, I happen to have a whole lot of them in my family, and you gonna stop playing with them, Kamala. You gonna stop it right now, Kamala. We ain't boo-boo the foo-foo.
Well,
don't know.
Well, I didn't. Hey, that's so crazy because I told you my mom used to say the same thing. Oh my God. Never mind, go ahead.
Indian woman talk like that. I don't know one Indian woman who say stuff like, "Oh, we got 64 days, y'all, and we be washing collard greens in our bathtub." You are an Indian woman from California, and you over here trying to sound like you was raised in somewhere in the dirty South, like you was raised in Georgia, like you was raised somewhere in the neck of the woods in Louisiana. A damn Indian from California.
All right, guys. So we got to talk about Kamala Harris, who at this point has gone full blown. She whole act is to campaign with Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden, of course, was mentally deteriorating on stage at this campaign event. I'm not entirely sure why Kamala thought it was a good idea to bring out Joe Biden, but for whatever reason, they thought that Joe Biden coming out on stage and doing this was a good representation of the Democrat Party.
You can no longer be the manufacturing capital of the world. Where the hell is that written? Yeah. We are the greatest manufacturing city, county in the world, state in the world, state in the world. We're going to remain that way. Eric Dean of the Iron Workers, Tim Driscoll of Bricklayers, April Bell of the SEIU, Lee Saunders of Ashman, a great friend. Lee. And Jimmy Williams of the Painters Allied Trades and his dad. His dad is a really good man. Mike Coleman, a sheet metal worker. We also got some. I've watched them when all the experts, foreign and domestic policy, would give us advice. Then we sit alone in a room, and she has a backbone like a ramrod. And she has the moral compass of a saint. This woman knows what she's doing.
Yeah. So here's where the controversy comes in. Okay.
Damn. Moral compass of a saint. Dang, Dawson. Hey, look. You know what? I'm gonna just say this. What's that old saying? Birds and feathers flock together, but I thought Ludacris had a song. He said, "Hoes are your friends, hoes are your enemies."
Baby, that right there, that wasn't nothing but Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber.
He look like he's gonna get hit with a ton of bricks. But
exactly. They done brought Barney out the damn old folks home. But let them,
which is up her act.
He been on vacation for 532 days. Did y'all see that?
Hey, look, somebody on vacation, goddamn it. You don't think Kamala on vacation, dude? No, I'm joking.
Accent, even
On
though
them
she's saying the
Xanax
exact same
pills.
thing at all of these rallies. Okay, these are the same speeches over and over and over again. But the one thing she does change is her accent depending on who she's talking to. Okay, and in Detroit, we know that Detroit is a largely black city. Okay, in Pittsburgh, on the other hand, not so much. Okay, I want you guys to notice the difference between how Kamala Harris talks to both audiences. This
You
is
better
Detroit.
thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
Wow. Wow.
Is this dumb hoe? Does she not? And don't she work for the White House?
Paid family leave.
Ain't those the labor laws? Lord, too.
You know the
Well,
you better
actually, I
thank
wanted to
a
show that
union
because
worker for paid leave for FMA. Those are labor laws. That's through the Department of Labor. Boy,
hey Dawson, at least you know something. I mean, hey, look, I'm just gonna be nice about it. I didn't say, hey, look, I don't know what's up with this woman, man. This woman is like off her rocker. But hey, but since he talking about labor unions and all that, why she not talking about these hotels that short staff?
that's a great
Hotels
point.
short
Was she out there on the picket line with them?
Ooh, that's a good ass question.
You better, that's a labor union. You better thank that labor union. Well, was your ass out there with the labor union out there with the
At
hotel
Vistaprint,
workers?
we print signs so people can see your brand up close. But we also print signs so that people can see your business.
We want to find out. I don't see anything.
Better pay, healthcare, and workloads.
Contract. When do we want it? Now.
That's what more than 10,000 housekeepers, cooks, and staffers say they're spending their Labor Day on picket lines demanding. In Greenwich, Connecticut, Boston, San Francisco, Seattle, San Jose, and even Hawaii. This as the workers' union approves strikes in additional cities later this week.
It's hard to build savings, living oftentimes paycheck to paycheck.
You've given this company 25 years.
Yes.
Are you surprised that this is where you are 25 years later on a picket line?
Yeah, that's why first time we do that, because how they treat the people is not make sense.
The strikes center around Hyatt, Marriott, and Hilton hotel chains.
Even
Tonight,
Margaret
Marriott
did.
has not responded for requests for comment, while the Hyatt and Hilton both say they are willing to continue negotiations.
We're all in this together.
Today, Connecticut.
Stop right there. All right, Frank. Let's go. Let's get this right. What family owns one of those Hyatt or Hilton? You know the family right there in Chicago. Jewish boy, Priscus. Remember them? Huh? Obama's buddies. Don't they? Why they going on strike? Now I know these Jews got plenty of money now. Penny Pritzker. Oh yeah, them guys. Yeah, they got a big stake in the Hyatt hotels. That was Obama's Secretary of the Commerce, Penny Pritzker, connected to the governor of Illinois. This is one of their hotels getting protested. Why are you not paying these workers? Huh? See, Dawes, they got you again. You keep on protesting the hotel. Hotel only got, you got to go to the power. The power. Who is running these hotels? It ain't those, your little hotel manager. It ain't nobody. Go to the top. You know who it is. Matter of fact, the Pritzker is connected to the Obamas, remember?
No Obama.
See, I want to see how these illegals going. Now you see what's happening with that, because that's the only kind of jobs that they can really work. They can't work no other skilled labor jobs that require them to think. Okay, similar to what we do. So what's gonna happen when they realize they being worked like slaves?
Speaking of that, you know what? You know Monel is in the chat. He sent me a message. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Monel.
A message through like voice or something. You know, he over there in Dominican, I think. But he sent me a message. Listen to this.
Hey, King BJ.
this jab they're gonna give these people is another way to finish them off. For instance, everybody's crying about the Palestinian people that Israel is fighting them. If they give them the jab, it will be an easy way for them to destroy the Palestinians. They really have to shoot them anymore. You realize they say about this is start off? Check it out, man. I'm serious.
So that way, and he's exactly right, they won't have to, engage in bombing, or they just say, look, hey, you get a jab and we'll take care of it that way. I mean, it's easier. And of course, but notice they said they come with children first. They say they want the children.
My thing is, why are they sitting up there lining their kids up to get that in their mouth? That if you know what the United States and Israel is against you and committing genocide, why would you let them okay, polio been eradicated how long ago?
They claim it's the first place in 25 years. That's what they say.
Believe it?
Hell no. They say, but here goes the thing though, Frank, what they say? One baby got it. One baby. They say we got it.
So they say. We don't know if that test really legit. We saw it with the CV19
You're right.
test.
All right. Now, Frank, I want to bring this to you. Like she just said, how do we know it's legit, right? What I always say is, when it comes to this, right now, I already told you. You say it's hot in California, but today when I came outside, 57 degrees, maybe like 78. So we're getting down, I would just say this, people, make sure you get your turmeric teas, let's say black seed oil, whatever you need to get right now. This is gonna be a crazy ass winter, and I'm just gonna say, expect the unexpected. We kind of got an idea, but for some people, like Dr. Lean said today, they just don't want. They're not interested in surviving. They think tomorrow gonna be the same as today. That ain't happening no more. Matter of fact, I don't know how they told you. They told you back then you were going to have a what, Frank? A new normal. They did tell you.
That's true.
They did tell you that.
That's true.
Remember they kept saying, "We're gonna have a new normal. We're gonna have a new normal." And they kept saying that. I'm like, what?
Oh no, BJ, what's the norm? What's the people who still head stuck in the sand and on the Democrat plantation? Oh, the government can't do that. They can't do that. You don't even know your damn constitution. How the hell you know what they can and can't do?
Well, I'm gonna say this. It ain't what they can and can't do. The wrong thing is they doing it. hey, look, they wrong. They doing it. Hey, look, they doing it whether they know or not, Frank, right?
I mean, they hiked the motherfucking insurance up. What the fuck was that all about? And then you're gonna leave the state anyway. So is that why you did it? Because you leave the state?
Yeah, but I mean, it's crazy, man. Let me see what I get.
Governor Ned Lamont supporting the workers.
They took some real hits during COVID, just like the hotels did. They flattened their wages. Now give them a chance to catch up.
A mí me duele mucho, me da mucho sentimiento. Sonia, a Hyatt housekeeper, tells me it hurts me a lot. It makes me emotional. With staffers walking off the job, many hotels are modifying services and amenities. But some guests say they understand.
Sure, they really got to the point of being fed up. People like to work and have fair wages.
And Antonia, as we see those protesters there behind you, you mentioned other cities may soon see these demonstrations as well.
That's right. New strikes have been authorized authorized in New Haven, Providence, and Oakland, and could begin in just a couple of days. This, of course, coming as the travel industry experiences major increases over last year, Tom.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. They just said in New Haven. Didn't Fat Man Scoop just die in New Haven? Come on, man. Oh my God.
Right.
Now, hey, man, I'm just saying, man. But, Dawes, I think he went out for a second, but I did say while you was out that, hey, right or wrong, you saying that they don't know what their government can do. They're doing it whether they know it or not. Like you said, the head in the sand, they're doing it whether they know it or not.
What Rachel Green said, let me go somewhere and not try to learn their language. Exactly, dude.
Yo.
That's weird. Why would you want to be a place you don't know the language? Motherfuckers can rob you, but they know there's like a million of them already over here anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, now watch this. Culinary workers. As a matter of fact, Kamala Harris got in trouble for saying the Philadelphia Eagles supported them or something like that, but then the Eagles said they didn't. That was another thing that happened. They said that the NFL Eagles endorsed Kamala Harris president, but they said they didn't. So, no, let's see. No. That's not right. They've been on strike. Hold on, they went on strike a while back. But I do realize a lot of these people that's protesting are Hispanic or from other countries. I do realize that. So
that's what I'm saying. They try to come over here. Oh, you're just complaining about how the government is and how the corporations is. Now y'all see how America is.
Well,
building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated.
All right, Ted, thanks. Vice President Kamala Harris in Las Vegas today, delivering remarks at the Culinary Union headquarters as union employees celebrate historic new contract negotiations with the major resorts on the Strip. Harris was introduced by Senators Catherine Cortez Masto and Jackie Rosen, as well as Acting Secretary of Labor Julie Su. The vice president was here in October during the labor strikes and made a surprise visit to Local 226 during their fight for better pay and working conditions. Harris said she is proud of the work done by members to get what they deserve in a time where working class people might feel powerless.
That especially in these moments in time where a lot of people are feeling really alone.
Rich, bro.
And when you feel alone, you feel powerless. Well, that's part of the essence of the strength of unions, is to remind workers that you are not alone.
And this marks Vice President Harris's 9th visit to Nevada since taking office. The vice president is headed to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Just one thing, that voice changed again, ventriloquist.
He sure did.
Bond was denied for the man.
Oh, people feel powerless. Motherfuckers don't want to work for nobody else.
Feeling powerless? What the hell that mean about if you feel powerless for you? Let me tell y'all something about them goddamn unions. BJ, pull up that union worker that just got arrested. That you better go pull up the fraud them teachers unions commit. Them union. What's that lad? This big union guy. He was a head. He got I think he got sentenced to prison, stealing over $240,000. Them unions are not for you. Teachers getting laid off right now. Teachers get fired and all that. I used to tell the teachers, y'all damn fool to pay the damn teachers union. What they do for y'all? What they do for you? What they do? Not a damn thing. And you paying fucking union dues.
Yeah, that's some that union shit is.
Yeah, that's just a cop out. That is a. Why you even got unions even endorsing a presidential candidate? Ooh. You ain't supposed to be involved in that at all.
They be doing that. They look.
That should be in the bylaws.
When I was in the food union, it's the same thing, Dawson. I was in the food union. Look, well, it was. I was worked in foods, but it was a different, universal. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, man. Look, mostly 90% Hispanic. Motherfucking the union president was a white dude, but spoke Spanish. Just coddled and catered to these motherfuckers, right? You see what I'm saying? And the thing was, look, this is what they do. This is the kicker. They use your union dues towards political contribution.
Yes, sir. BJ pulled that up with what happened with Mayor Brandon Johnson in Chicago. And ain't that what we found out, BJ, that was against the law or something?
Mm-hmm.
Man, go look up. That's how Jimmy Carter got elected. He had some teachers unions.
That school you just pulled up was right by me. I live right by that school you just pulled up.
What school? What school was that?
California. Brookhurst, watch. Spartans, you're right there.
Anaheim. Okay, let's play.
Yeah, I live. That's where this is. That's Orange County. It's Anaheim. Corrupt, bro. I bet you some Mexicans involved. How much
there are looming layoffs tonight within the Anaheim School District. More than 100 teachers are expected to lose their jobs. NBC4's Bailey Miller is in Anaheim for us tonight.
With details. Left and right.
Hey, good evening. So we reach out to the Anaheim Union High School District to learn a little bit more about exactly how many teachers were going to be impacted and which schools exactly were going to be impacted as well. They did not get back to us on those specific details, but of course this news coming as a major concern and even surprise for many parents.
We're already struggling with education here, insecurity and other stuff. Like it's going to make education worse.
Parents a part of Anaheim Union High School District are frustrated after learning dozens of teachers will be laid off.
Large classrooms are already too big. It's 32 plus per teacher, which is hard for the teachers.
On Tuesday, the superintendent of Anaheim Union High School District announcing the Board of Trustees made the decision to reduce their staffing.
It was a challenging moment for all involved, and I understand the concerns and emotions that have surfaced in the aftermath.
This because the superintendent says they've been dealing with a decline in student enrollment and financial pressures.
I want to address any perception of targeting teachers for layoffs. Contrary to such beliefs, we have worked tirelessly to prioritize the retention of all staff members, including teachers.
According to the Brookhurst Junior High School PTA, 195 teachers across AUHSD were notified, but 110 teachers will be laid off for the next school year. And parents are hoping their voices can make a difference.
It's just very sad. Like, we support our teachers. We need them.
So tomorrow, parents will be voicing their concerns and coming out in support of their teachers. They will be starting
They never got laid off though.
Junior High School tomorrow at 2:30.
But see, but they let you know that's bullshit. So you threat. So look, that lets you know that they did have the money for them teachers. So that was just they were just bluffing the teachers. What the fuck was that?
Well, what you need to ask is ask for audit. Ask for independent audit where that money going. That's what you ask for. That's a lot of teachers.
You know what's so funny about this though?
I'm telling you, they breaking up this education. Education ain't, man, you gonna have to pay for your kids to go to school. Watch.
Hey,
you gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay. They're not gonna keep paying. They're not gonna keep dealing with these illegal immigrants coming in here and funding them. Okay. Because I know in Texas, they cut down that English as a second language. They cut that funding down almost to none.
Damn.
Hey, your kid can't understand English and
that sounds Spanish. Oh well. Oh shit.
Well,
bro.
Here goes the Department of Education Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights just had a speech talking about protecting students from discrimination.
Lehman, Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights at the U.S. Department of Education. The beginning of a new school year is an exciting time for students and their families. This new school year follows on the heels of the 60th anniversary of Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Title VI prohibits discrimination on the...
Wait a minute. Stop right there, Dawson. You see how they already playing? Tell you 6% right. You see that, right? You see how they
There you
playing
go.
already, right? They already setting up the groundwork with this guy. They setting up the groundwork, okay? Hey, Frank, I always listen to the first couple of sentences these people use because they already set you up for the gusto.
Now you can tell.
Basis of race, color, or national origin, including shared ancestry and ethnic characteristics in programs or activities receiving federal financial assistance. While we celebrate this landmark legislation, we also renew our commitment to the work that remains to make its rights real in school communities. The enforcement experience of the Department's Office for Civil Rights and the data reported to us through the Civil Rights Data Collection put into sharp focus inequities that persist on the basis of race, color, and national origin. This nation has distance yet to travel to achieve the promise of non-discrimination guaranteed in the Civil Rights Act of 1964. We in the Office for Civil Rights are going that distance. Last fiscal year alone, we resolved 3,001 cases alleging race, color, and national origin discrimination recognized by Title VI. These cases involved persistent, unchecked harassment by peers and staff at schools, discriminatory imposition of discipline, and unequal access to high-rigor coursework, educational resources, and programs, among other claims. You can read OCR resolution agreements and the important corrective actions schools committed to take on the OCR website. OCR also routinely shares policy resources, all available on our website, explaining schools' obligations under the laws we enforce to provide all students a school environment free from discrimination. Our website includes resources to support schools' efforts to confront race discrimination in school discipline, address issues such as educational access for English learners, clarify circumstances in which schools can develop curricula and programs that promote racially inclusive schools and campus communities, and much more. We also share data collected from every public P-12 school in the country, reflecting civil rights indicators, such as which kids have access to which courses in schools and districts, who reports experiencing bullying, violence, and assault, which schools offer counselors and nurses, and more. We use these data to inform our enforcement work, and we share the data schools report so moms and dads and educators and students and all who are interested can access and use the data for their own work to promote equity at school. You can look up your school.
Now, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. She just said promote equity at school. What the fuck? Okay? Now, this is why Dawson says that she wants the Department of Education to go away. Right? That's pretty much it. She just gave it to you. I mean, what do you think, Dawson? I mean, she just told you about the Department of Education, what they really about, civil rights, et cetera, 1964, about equity and the Civil Rights Division. So your mom, dads, and all that can know. You really believe that? Come on, people. Y'all don't believe this nonsense that she running a game. Wow. So, get back to straight learning. Exactly right. So I'm going to show y'all before I get off here when it all starts at. Because Dawson said that you're going to have to pay to go to school. So there was a thing that was done around the time of Reagan, Bush. It's still going today. It's called private-public partnerships. Hear me, Frank?
Yes, sir.
When a child needs extra help, every day can seem like a lonely, exhausting waiting for the next.
Public-private partnerships, or PPPs, are a type of contractual agreement between government bodies and private sector companies. One of the first countries to introduce this type of contract was the UK in the early 90s, and they were known as the Public Finance Initiative, or PFI for short. Generally, it means private companies build, maintain, and operate public services and infrastructure. However, often a great deal of the financial risk remains with a public body. It is common for this type of agreement to last for a long time, typically 25 to 30 years. This means that in the UK situation, with the rise of these sorts of contracts taking place in the mid to late 90s, many projects still have the agreement in place for 5 or more years. Once the agreement term is up, the idea is that the ownership would then pass over to the government on completion of all necessary payments. Now, in theory, this type of agreement and procuring construction work in this way should have brought about a certain number of benefits, such as speeding up project delivery. The private sector's expertise should expedite the construction process. They allow for risk sharing. The private sector often takes on some of the financial and operational risks, reducing the burden on taxpayers. PPPs encourage innovation. Private sector partners bring fresh ideas and technologies to the table. They can promote lifecycle management by ensuring the ongoing maintenance and upkeep of infrastructure long after completion. PPPs ought to provide quality assurance. Public-private collaborations often maintain higher standards and accountability. However, it is commonly thought that the PPP agreements in practice perhaps brought about more harm than good within the UK. With the benefit of hindsight, the financial impacts have perhaps on the most part been negative and in some cases significant to the government. This has been seen in a number of areas. The majority of the risk has ended up staying with the public body rather than the private company, due to the private sector insisting on guarantees which ensured all risk was borne by the public. Some equity investors made windfall gains by demanding risk premiums. Tax avoidance became common, with infrastructure funds being held in offshore tax havens. This stops the UK government being able to benefit from the corporation taxes from contractors' profits. PFI schemes led to hidden public debt through higher interest rates of borrowing from the private sector and extremely high consultancy costs. As well as the financial drawbacks, there has also been evidence of declining service standards and staffing levels to try and offset the financial losses due to rising debt payments. Buildings and other facilities sitting empty after cuts to public services, and although not in use, the government must contractually keep up with the repayments for the contract term, which can be decades after the facility closes. Despite the very debatable success of PPPs, this type of contractual agreement has led to some notable projects being completed in the UK, such as the M25 motorway, the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham, the Jubilee Line extension within the London Underground. Let us know in the comments if PPPs have been used in your country and whether they have been successful or not. Metrone, a commercial hub to your business.
So that's how public-private partnerships work, brother. Hey, but know who they connected to. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's how you understand how these nonprofits dig in and how these companies really work. Because they're telling you they for private, but they really acting on the form of a government body. And that's really a conflict of interest if you really look at it in the long run.
That's on some fascist type, and that's all this country is on. I know, but see, and like, the crazy about it, if we call, what about BJ? We gonna say?
Look at man, I got this book right here, the Communist Manifesto. You look, that's communism, man. And they call it PPP loan. No, let's call it what it is for real. It's corporate welfare. Let's be real. Corporate welfare. I mean,
kind of like the bailouts, and kind of like
that's what it is.
Or bail-ins.
Oh, they come with a bail-in, but nevertheless, that's just how it works, brother. And we got to be what we dealing with. Know these talking points they talking about.
That ain't nothing new. That started with the charter schools. Look who behind the charter schools. Kill Bill Gates. Look at all this corporate money behind these charter schools.
Bill Gates, Eli Horde, and so yeah, but that's just how it goes. I mean, but when you talk about these public-private partnerships, they don't even know what are you talking about. Oh, you know, the government gave him a grant. Yeah. Didn't Michael Bloomberg just get these HBCUs $600 million? People were communist supporters for World War II in this country. Yep. That's exactly it. That's right. They get on socialism, they get a lot of things. Like Volkswagen say they might not even make the Volkswagen in Germany no more. That would be a major move because Volkswagen, you know. That's another thing, man. They always talk about Nazis and all that. The Volkswagen, come on, man. See? That's just how it goes. But I'll just say this. People want to be aware. It's September 3rd. Next week, you're going to have a debate on Tuesday. If it even happens, by the way. Never. They might say somebody came down with COVID or something. Chris Cuomo trial date starts, I think, or hearings at least start next Tuesday as well. And then next Wednesday we got 9/11, so I'm pretty sure the propaganda gonna start. They're gonna be telling you, you know, be patriotic, never forget what happened in 9/11. You know, what being lied. They might even have Bush and Obama and them come out and go stand before Ground Zero and all that shit again. You know how they do at the 9/11 thing. Probably Kamala Harris like come out there and do a speech. So they got hype it up. But when I think about 9/11, Frank, my whole thing is 911 is a joke. 911 is the reason we have everything going on today, from the TSA to the Department of Homeland Security to the Patriot Act. And they telling you about Project 2025.
That's just the least of motherfuckers' words and shit. And that's some shit that's not even no policy or nothing. That's just some shit that the motherfuckers wrote up and shit and want to see certain motherfuckers. I'll be telling people, you tell people that and you break it down and you give them fucking time stamps and all this shit. Frank. And these motherfuckers are still to act like they don't. It's like, bro, go look that shit up.
Frank, I can't remember. Project 25 is 900 some pages. But I know the Patriot Act was either 384 pages or 346. I can't remember the exact number, but whatever. Project 2025 is longer than the Patriot Act, and the Patriot Act done way more damage than Project 2025. And that's just, the Patriot Act is a shorter document. Oh, no. But one thing that Patriot Act get in there, always remember this. If they think you're a terrorist, they can get rid of your habeas corpus. And that's a right to a trial.
Right to a trial, right. You said if it gets, wait, say that one more time? Break that out one more time?
The Patriot Act basically was a violation of the 14th Amendment and your habeas corpus rights.
Yeah, right. That's the right to a trial. Or right to a speedy trial, right?
Yep.
My bad, I've been to jail before. Yeah. No, but hey, no. You're right, though. See, and that's the thing. That's not good. That ain't good. You know what I'm saying? And see, the thing is, we forget that these motherfuckers are supposed to be working for us. You know what I'm saying? The salaries and all that come from us. Wait a minute.
Who got the money?
To the Federal Reserve?
Well, you call them the Creed people, I guess.
The Creed. Oh, you know they do, man. What am I talking about?
Oh, come on, man. Hey, yo. Come on, man. Now, wait a minute now. All right, Dawson. All right, these sister girls are getting out of control again. Man, when the last time y'all heard of some damn T-bars, man?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I done told y'all the best truth is to stop ignoring.
Come on, man.
We keep giving them our energy, and that makes them You know what I'm saying? Ignore these motherfuckers.
True.
We give too much energy to nonsense, dog.
We do, but we do.
Be honest.
T-Boz is.
And like even that Tyrese shit, all this shit, all these celebrities are jumping in all this
bullshit, man. They draw your energy from what you focusing on, what you supposed to be building on.
That's true.
Teaching each other, like you said, nutrition, health, how to protect yourself, securities, you know what I'm saying? Different levels of security, like you said, from cyber security on down to like your finance security.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And how to create some type of business with yourself, or then you know, finding the like-minded people to work with. Because all this other shit is just a distraction, man, to keep you from doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Ain't nothing wrong with having entertainment, you know what I'm saying, here and there, but you have to put it in the perspective, right perspective. If you entertainment goddamn 8 months out the damn year, you can't get nothing done at all.
Right.
So I'm saying for the ones that, you know, do your entertainment thing, you know what I'm saying, the things that take, you know what I'm saying, they you can take a breather from, you know, the brain banging, you know what I'm saying? But keep it in proper perspective. They want to bombard us with all this stuff, this nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel. Just like Tyrese and all this, Roland Martin and all this. I feel what you're saying, bro. When these celebrities come in, that's how you know. You know what I mean?
That Tyrese shit was bullshit, yo. I saw that shit with him and Ben Crump, and I was like, come on.
It was a vote. It was all it was a
and Ben
advertisement.
Crump was just sitting there.
But that was all. I think all that was just an advertisement to vote for Kamala Harris, bro. Just to vote. That's what that was. But you got Ben Crump, simple Simon sounding ass. You know, talking about, oh, well, we really need to do is vote. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck, what? Oh, so we can vote for the same motherfucker that made the Asian hate crime.
Pretty much.
You crazy? Something's wrong, bro. We're not us.
It is derangement. Yeah, it's sickening and derangement going on. I don't know what to call it now.
Because you would think this is how you come at kids like this. You to teach kids life lessons and shit like that. Mm-hmm. You know, they learn from their mistakes and shit, and then they stop doing it. They don't do it no more. These motherfuckers are grown ass adults, bro. Some older than us and shit, doing this and talking that stupid shit.
Well, look, this is all I was gonna say about this, because I had the video up here about the gladiators and stuff too, because I'm about to show y'all that in a second. But this was just about, you know, the clown. Which I don't know, T-Boz. Didn't T-Boz get sick? But it's obviously she says she went to a
she's
restaurant.
Supposed to be sick.
What's it? Sickle cell.
She went to root.
Sickle cell. Sickle cell anemia. She had that.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. She they say she had some she went to some Roof Cruise restaurant, and they told her to take her head off, and she complaining about it. That's what's going on. I like, oh man, hey yo, I mean, I ain't trying to funny. Just don't go to Roof Chris.
You can't wear hats at is that the rule or what?
I ain't never had no shit like that. I mean, I would have been once or twice, bro, but you know.
If it's dress code rule and law, she need to follow it. Right. Ain't being racist. That's a damn dress code, just like a club.
That's why I was like, what is it? What the fuck?
See, they trying to push that race shit. Here they go.
You know what? And they don't push it when it's really racist. Push it when it's racist. That's correct. Cool. We'll back it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. But when it's not, though,
what the hell is?
Well, she got the blonde.
Another one with the blonde. Oh, hey yo.
Yeah, I didn't know you was talking about.
No, she didn't. But okay, T-Boz, ain't that hairstyle you wore in the 90s? What the hell? They got you. See, they make them out here look like clowns, man. She look like a damn fool, a clown. You got grown kids. And...
I know. That's a good point.
But yeah, that's what's going on with T-Boz.
You wasn't the populous one in the group anyway. Left I was out of all of y'all. If you want to be honest about it, you see what they did to her.
The most talented one, too.
Yeah,
the most talented one, and you see what they did to her.
Well, here you go, right here. Oh, I gotta please turn it up.
Care how long he works, and I don't care what he does. There is no job worth $2 million a year. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this? And why is that? It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive? When the people are asking questions and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated.
As always, thanks for watching.
So they don't ever question the emperor.
Maybe actually everything is just a distraction.
And he didn't like Alex Jones. He did not like Alex Jones, bro. Woo, bro. Boy, he used to get on Alex Jones. He used to call him out like live, like he's bro.
Who? William Cooper.
Yeah, Alex Jones was tired of his shit, bro, man. And Alex Jones was hitting us with some misinformation back then. I used to listen to him. Who else? David Icke.
Yeah, I like David Icke.
David Todd. Who's the other one? You know what I'm saying? I used to listen to that. Oh, dude, that's so crazy though.
Well, William Cooper can get mad at, Alex Jones. I can see that because William Cooper already knew all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's how you know who the real ones are, because you see where he at and his son at, right? Okay. They took him out.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. Hey, there was a guy named Bishop Kapner. That rabbi that was over Alex Jones. He said, "Hold on, we ain't going with no globalist talk. We'll call these people what it is, man."
He sure did, boy. That was a good interview, huh, BJ?
Daniel, right?
Boy, he got dead in Alex Jones shit. We ain't calling no globalists. That's calling who they are.
Yes, man.
Man, all these people questionable. Y'all want to call these people? That's like Stu Peters be getting on him, and Nick Fuentes be getting on Alex Jones about that.
Hey.
Call these people who they are. Like Stu Peters said, call them by name.
Yeah, they got names. They not no. They're not the invisible man. Now, and look, now Frank, I'm not gonna play this video. I just want to say, there's a woman. They say 21 years old. They said on the history of this planet, they done got 600 people to go up into space so far. I said, damn, is that many? I ain't know what that goddamn many. What the hell is going on? And she say she's 21 years old. She going up in space and all that. Like, oh my God. I like, look, man. Wow. A lot of people been going to space, they say lately. I don't know how y'all getting back.
A lot of them went up there doing COVID on that ship. You know, I heard, didn't they?
They told you Michael Strahan went up there. He was back in the studio in a week, but they got some people up there that ain't coming back home to February. Give me a break.
Come on, do that make sense?
They say they didn't want to ride Boeing back, so they
BJ, them people are dead. They dead. Either they dead or they been captured by some up there in space. Them people ain't alive. They ain't alive. They gonna put them out there with a clone in a white astronaut suit like that's them, and that ain't gonna be them.
Hey Frank, I can't lie, man. These people got you.
But we landed on the moon, though.
Hey, look, man. I'm gonna say this. Hey, man. They tell us all types of shit, man. Hey, look, man. I'm telling you, man. All I've been doing waiting is 2024, and I'm slowly waiting on Jesus' arrival so I can run the other way. That's all I'm doing. After I saw that shit with Queen Elizabeth they did over there, I said, oh, hell no. I know y'all ain't falling for that. But if I be, hey, look, all I'm going to say, people understand the kind of danger they're in. and they better get it quick. Now, that being said, like I said, when people catch on to all these little con artists, like I said, NFL, I would hope y'all do the right thing, but knowing Roger Goodell, y'all ain't. Knowing Roger Kraft, y'all ain't. Okay, you know, don't forget, Roger Kraft is a big time Jewish boy in the NFL. As a matter of fact, we were talking about him yesterday, Dawson, because the guy was talking about Deshaun Watson. And and he was saying it's mighty funny that Robert Kraft was, you know, getting massage treatment. And Robert Kraft, they kind of let it walk out the door after a while.
Sure did.
But they kind of, you know, let Deshaun Watson go to the Wolves. And the other guy was saying with the team, you know, I said, this is an NFL player, man. Y'all really don't think that daggone they knew.
You know what the crazy thing about it is? These people might be having the same agents, bro. That's the crazy thing about it. There might be some connection to these people in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? That's why they throw them out together and act like they have some kind of beef. Like this could all be some kind of fucking a strategy. You know what I'm saying? Just a pawn or some kind of other distraction. Because they distracting us. Because you notice they're distracting us with Kamala. They're distracting us with Kamala. What happened? They're distracting us with Kamala Harris. Because they ain't showing Joe Biden. What the fuck is Joe Biden doing? What is he doing? What's going on? Acting like he's not the president no more, low key. Like, what's up, man? He's still the president. He should still be in the news. Like, what the fuck? And then it's funny because you seen him more in the news recently than you did her, but then because she's hiding from the news. But then the news is acting like this. He's not the president no more. It's just a lot of games, man. People are like, oh, I thought he dropped off the race. They was like, I thought he ain't the president no more. No, he ain't president no more. He dropped out the race. People don't know.
Dang, Dawson, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. I just mentioned his name and he comes up on an interview. Frank, this is what you were saying earlier. They're about to make a teenage crime bill. Here we go.
There you go.
You're allegedly driving at high speeds months before authorities say he was involved in an accident that killed another teen. The victim's family is trying to hold the mother of the driver accountable. Eva Pilgrim is here with more. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Michael. Flynn Mackerel's family wants answers. His mother telling us she will never stop fighting for her son's preventable death. This is that new video of the driver behind the wheel.
Why is she dressed like that?
Dramatic new video showing a teen driver going nearly 140 miles per hour. Just a few months after this video, police say he killed his friend, Flynn Mackerel, who was riding with him in a high-speed crash. ABC News obtaining multiple videos allegedly showing that driver repeatedly driving well over the speed limit. In this video, he's going 115. This one appearing to show the teen engaging in drag racing, and here driving through what's clearly a residential street. Now he's charged with second-degree murder. Flynn Mackerel's mother spoke to us.
There are people everywhere. There are families, there are people driving, and I'm sure they were scared to death.
Police say that driver, just 16 at the time, was going over 100 miles per hour in a 25 residential zone last November when he lost control and crashed into a tree, killing Mackerel.
We feel like our life ended. Our family was destroyed.
Mackerel's family now pushing authorities to criminally charge that teen driver's mother, saying she knew he drove recklessly and didn't do enough to stop it. An investigation report obtained by ABC News states the teen had on his phone, an app that shows how fast a car is going and where it is. The report states his mother repeatedly texted him in the weeks and months before the crash to stop speeding. At one point writing, "I have screenshots of you driving 123 miles per hour."
She knew, and she failed to take reasonable care. And so what do? Do we just say that's okay? Or do we say, no, our kids are not going to come home and get into a car?
Hold up.
The prosecutor's office.
Before I lose my train of thought. Oh, I get it. So look, when it's a black kid or something like that, they're going to try him as an adult. And they're going to push that as trying him as an adult. They're not going to talk about trying his mom or his dad. But since it's a white kid that killed another white kid, oh, I see what they're doing. They want to flip it. And they're like, no, we don't want to end his life since he's the one that did it. and he's a white kid because we can relate to him. He could be our son or our nephew or whatever the fuck. So what we'll do is let's talk about charging his mom. What the fuck, bro? See, you see how they do? So they're not. They don't want to do nothing to this. They don't really want to criminalize this little white boy. So you're not gonna hold him accountable for killing your son, but you're gonna hold his parents. How you know what the parents did or did? They could have what? What you expect them to do? Shoot him? To have him stop?
What? And how old was he, Frank? How old is this guy?
He's a 16-year-old kid, man. I'm not saying. I mean, but you're gonna.
He what?
16-year-old kid, but why y'all not gonna try to push?
Okay, what they got to do with him speeding? His parents probably tell him, "Hey, don't be speeding."
Right.
Man.
Exactly. But you see how they do that?
Mm-hmm.
But they won't charge the parent for what he did.
How?
That's a new game they've been running lately. They did that to a girl down here in Virginia where they said the kid had the gun.
Oh yeah, with the gun. You sure right, BJ. And they charged the parent.
That's what they've been doing.
That don't make sense.
Yeah, that's how they doing it now. They've been flipping this card like so. They try to say you responsible what your child did 100%. So anything that happened with your child, we're gonna charge you. We ain't gonna charge. We coming for you.
So did Dylan Roof parents get charged for shooting them people down in that church?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I'm curious.
As a matter of fact, Dylan Roof's still alive.
The one that shot them people up there in Buffalo, New York, was his parents charged?
Hey, you got nope. No, sure won't, Dawson. That's how it go, Dawson. You know how they do.
Saying?
All right, last video, Frank. We're gonna play this because y'all worried about. Well, not you, Dawson and Frank and Chak. Y'all worried about Project 2025. This is what you need to be worried about: the Patriot Act. Oh yes, the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act. Remember? Let's see. The Patriot Act is un-American. Yes, it is.
This is a comeback moment for me because I've just been away from school for so long. It's important to be prepared because you don't want regret.
The terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001 changed America forever, rocking the country to its very foundations. Never before had we felt so vulnerable, so exposed to the threat of violence from foreign actors. Unlike the bombing of Pearl Harbor during the Second World War, this attack came not from an official government, but from individuals, fanatics, who would listen to neither reason nor diplomacy. If the goal of terrorism is to provoke fear, then the Taliban certainly succeeded. Never has the nation been more united than in the days and the weeks following September 11th. United in anger, grief, and an overwhelming need to feel safe again. Leave it to the government to exploit those feelings to seize a sweeping new set of powers.
States like these and their terrorist allies constitute an axis of evil.
On October 26, 2001, President George W. Bush signed the Patriot Act into law. It was a hastily drafted law ostensibly designed to fight global terrorism and make it impossible for something like September 11 to happen again. This is what we're told anyways.
It will help law enforcement to identify, to dismantle, to disrupt, and to punish terrorists before they strike.
And in the fevered haze of our national panic, most of us were eager to believe it. The bill passed the Senate with only a single no vote from Democrat Russ Feingold.
We will lose that war without firing a shot if we sacrifice the liberties of the American people.
What many were too desperate to notice at the time was that the law severely weakened the constitutional protections on Americans' privacy and due process. Among other things, the Patriot Act allows the government to conduct searches without warrants or probable cause, to secretly surveil a wide variety of electronic communications, and to indefinitely detain immigrants without trial. It also greatly expanded the range of activities that could legally be classified as terrorism. While most Americans in 2001 were focused on terrorist threats from the Middle East, A major section of the Patriot Act is devoted to redefining domestic terrorism. Section 802.
Redefining what? Domestic terrorism.
Oh, but see, that lets you know the stage.
There you go.
That lets you know a stage, and lets you know there was no people that bombed this shit from fucking where they say it was from, Iran, wherever the fuck they said it was from.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, I mean, they were supposed to be where were they supposed to be from? The Saudi Arabia. They were Saudi Arabian. They were supposed to be Saudi Arabian. Okay, so the thing is, that lets you know there was no Saudi Arabian terrorists, because why would you make something domestically if this was for Saudi Arabians from another country that did this? Are we supposed to be making something foreign? Like if it was some foreigners that did?
What Bush said, man. Hey, man.
These motherfuckers be lying. And then what's the name? The black one was Colin Powell was a part of this shit.
Secretary. Yep.
Weapons of mass bullshit. That's what it is. Mass propaganda.
Another tether.
Okay, Chak.
Condoleezza Rice. Colin Powell. Tether.
Have we looked them up, Chak? What are they? What are they? There you go. See, these foreigners among us.
West Indies. Better believe that one.
West Indies. See, there you go. These foreigners among us.
You know what's crazy? That they're really supposed to be kind of more helping us, because that's the Jamaica. That's kind of like that could be considered the U.S. too, though. That Haiti, but these motherfuckers want to play like that. They want to act like that. Y'all not our allies, dude. Y'all not our allies.
Candy.
Y'all not our allies. You know.
What you call her?
They used to call her Candy. You know, she had a little love. I got a little thing.
Y'all hear me? Those are our allies. Those aren't our allies. Those are enemies, man. Y'all declaring war too. Y'all Jamaicans is declaring war. That's how I look at it. Y'all using these infiltrators.
They all are.
Now read this.
Right.
Section 802 of the Patriot Act. Domestic terror divides Section 2331 of Title 18, United States Code Amendment in paragraph 1B3 by striking, by assassination or kidnapping, and certain by mass destruction, assassination or kidnapping. Paragraph 2(3) by striking. Paragraph 3(4) by striking the period at the end and inserting, and by adding the end of fellowship. The term domestic terrorism means activities that involve acts dangerous to human life that are violations of criminal laws of the United States or of any state, appear to be intended to intimidate or coerce a civilian population, to influence the policy of a government by intimidation or coercion, or to affect the conduct of a government by mass destruction, assassination, or kidnapping. Sound cute. But they also using the Patriot Act to spy on your electronic devices too.
2 of the law specifies that domestic terrorism includes actions designed to change government policy through intimidation or coercion, as long as such actions can be interpreted as violating local laws and posing a danger to human life. In practice, this definition reclassifies a great deal of political activism as domestic terrorism. Groups engaging in a large scale of protests and civil disobedience can easily run afoul of this language, depending on who is interpreting what constitutes danger. The ACLU points out that Greenpeace and other environmentalist groups regularly engage in protests that the Justice Department could define as terrorism if it wanted to. Of course, the vagueness of the wording means that the Attorney General can pick and choose who to go after, applying the law unevenly for political or ideological purposes. Most recently, we saw this play out with respect to parents protesting at school board meetings, objecting to the use of sexually explicit or ideologically slanted material in the classroom.
I want her to hear from me as a parent what her gender identity means to her and to our family.
Rather than hear those concerns out, the National School Boards Association asked Attorney General Merrick Garland to prosecute concerned parents under the domestic terrorist provisions of the Patriot Act. By labeling protesters as terrorists, the Justice Department is authorized to seize all of their assets without due process, including their houses, cars, and bank accounts. It's hard to see how what these parents are asking for poses any danger at all, but when due process is removed, it's easy for the government to contrive a justification for its actions, however flimsy. Like so many government policies, the Patriot Act is a shell game, promising to protect us from our enemies abroad, but instead being turned inward to persecute patriotic Americans and to establish a police state unable to be challenged by direct citizen action. The right to protest the government is fundamental to a free society. But under the Patriot Act, almost any effective demonstration can be silenced from the top down. This is not a partisan issue. Whether you're a fan of Black Lives Matter or the Proud Boys, it's likely that sooner or later something you think is vital to the survival of our democracy will be shut down by a corrupt administration. As long as the Patriot Act remains law, the only voice we have is the one those in power decide to permit us.
All right. That'll be the closing act for me tonight. But I just wanted to see people, when people come to you talk about 9/11, tell them repeal the Patriot Act. Don't come to me with that 9/11 bullshit. Repeal that Patriot Act. That's what you need to do.
Because
Because
part of 2025.
that is the biggest right on your civil liberties ever. That Patriot Act, what they did and what they used it for. And notice it happened 9/11. What day they passed the Patriot Act? October 26th. A month and some change later. Right. So they come to you talking about 9/11, talk about that Patriot Act. Otherwise, I don't want to hear this bullshit. Because it doesn't make sense. Because you're saying that you use that N-word, and that's why Dawson said she tied the censorship. Well, Patriot Act by law, I mean, you know, when they signed, it's kind of like they said, the parents of the school board say, first of all, school board, they way out of line for that though. School board said what? Well, we don't like what these parents are doing. They go call sick the attorney general on you. But by the Patriot Act, it's not defined on what a terrorist is. That's the problem with the Patriot Act. And it's too vague and broad to really, you know, I mean, really just being honest. I mean, I hate to say it. It's right now here. They can say we terrorists. We ain't talking about killing nobody, but they can say we terrorists just for reporting on the Patriot Act. I hate to tell you, man. That's how vague this thing is. I'm just saying. But that's just how it is.
Well, there's something going on. PayPal shut my account down today for no reason.
Yeah, there is something going on.
I violated user agreement. They won't even tell me what user agreement I violated.
That's the con game.
And they won't even disconnect my bank accounts and my credit cards and debit cards. They refusing to do that.
Yeah, that sounds suspicious.
Don't that sound suspicious?
Mm-hmm.
Last year, then the money streaming, bitch ass motherfucker.
Everybody on here think the Patriot Act needs to be disbanded. I mean, that should be easy. Yes, I would think everybody thinks the Patriot Act needs to go because it's too broad and it allows you to get away with all types of bullcrap. And I told you it violates your Fourth Amendment rights because it says that they don't have to have a warrant to search you. They can just say, hey, we coming on in.
That shit's burned.
And that's why Obama was able to drone other people in other countries and even or set up these psyops to attack you because some fact of that's what, and Bush was doing it too. That's why they always say Hamas stuff. They do that to get to just justify the means.
Right.
Problem is you need to own your own citizens. So George Bush, never forget, George Bush family got ties to the Nazis. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So plain than that, man. I can't make it plain.
Yeah, you ain't lying though.
So it is what it is. But
we know them Bushes get down. We know they took out Kennedy. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man.
But matter of fact, I just want to say this: Big Mike has an interesting relationship with George Jr. Always hugged him on George Jr. Oh, come here, George.
Yeah,
George.
it's true, BJ.
Hey, look, Big Mike hugging on George Bush harder than Barack Obama. Woo! Hey. Hey, man, that's how I go. But yeah, ladies first. Say what's up. Say what's up. You got an information page, you want to shout out, whatever.
No, I'll just shout out my information.
Go ahead.
Everybody just stay vigilant. I mean, get ready. Keep your head on the swivel. Stay strapped. That's all I can tell you. You can follow me on Instagram, share CHER_speaks. Instead of with an S at the end, it's Z as in zebra 21. Facebook is shadow banning me
As always.
on Facebook, so I don't know. So maybe I'll try to do lives, but they shadow banning my posts. They taking my posts down, saying the content not available. So sue for the lawsuit. But stay vigilant, good people. Keep your head on the swivel.
Well, I'm gonna mention something about the shooting thing, because you talking about stay strapped. As a matter of fact, we had a shooting academy called Colonial Shooting Academy in Rico. Used to go there. They did a lot of training exercise. You could buy bulletproof vests, all that stuff. But they're closing down. They've been in Richmond for a long time, but they're closing down. I haven't heard of Shooting Academy coming down. That was very weird, but it is what it is. I mean, but I got the Southern Gun World right up the street, so I'm fine. I mean, they got a sale on ammo and everything in there, too. So just putting it out there. But it's kind of crazy what is that, because the state police department is right across the street. So it's kind of weird, man. I mean, that gun shop got a lot of interesting things. I mean, one time there was a guy who got arrested because, if you go in there, they get your background checking. I mean, I think this guy had been a felon or something. And I guess he tried to get one, and they realized he was a felon. They called the state police right across the street, and they tried to lock him up on site. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's just pay attention, But you're right. Yeah, you got to carry it with you, because you never know what could pop off, and we got to understand. It's like I played the Patriot Act. Patriot Act just lets you know you are. You remember the movie Shaq, Frank, and Dawson remember the movie too.
Enemy of the state.
Enemy of the state. That's exactly right.
I don't know you was gonna say that.
Yep.
Enemy of the state.
Yep. I do that a lot.
Enemy of the state. That's right. That was because it was a good movie, but it let you know. Another movie they had back in the day was what's the other one they used to? Well, that was a movie getting at us. That was called
Use your enemies' weaknesses. Just use their strengths and make them their weaknesses.
All right. Well,
facts.
Yeah, well, Shaq, you go ahead and shout out your information.
Yeah, man. Salute. I've been listening, man. I just been sitting back, man. I'm about to, I'm talking about to go bang, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, man. Let these niggas know. Nah, I was playing. Yeah, y'all can tap in, man. Shaq_Edwards, Instagram, Shaq Edwards on Facebook. Shaq Waller on YouTube. Tube.
What do you think about that? What you think about that Patriot Act, though? You think that's kind of like fucked up shit, ain't it, man?
Man, look here, man. That's a dictatorship. They keep talking about, Trump. That's a dictatorship. Am I saying the Patriot Act? That the Patriot Act supersedes the Constitution? Oh,
that's all speculative.
That's a good question.
What it sounds like. Well, Article 4 of the Constitution under the Patriot Act is broken because, like I just showed you, Article 4 is about your right to search and seizure. About unwarranted searches. Well, guess what? The Patriot Act violates that because they can search you without a warrant.
That's scandalous.
That's something.
Yep.
And just like stop and frisk. Stop and frisk or what? So goes back to stop and frisk, right? Because stop and frisk came after that, didn't it?
Oh, well, wait a minute.
No, it came before that. No, after. Wait.
Yes. Stop and frisk before that. Stop and frisk way before that, but Patriot Act a little more scam than stop and frisk because remember Patriot Act also they could drone you too now. Don't forget. See, right. Stop and frisk they walking them to you. Patriot Act they could go a little bit more draconian. So I mean that's what it's about. See. But that thing about Merrick Garland, that's serious. But yeah, Frank, you go ahead and shout out your information.
All right, for sure. You know that they don't never use those drones when it comes down to mass shooters, right? What's up with that? Interesting, right? All right. Man, all right. So yeah, man, we gotta be, just stay on it and keep pushing this message. These shields and all these people, they're not the move the motherfuckers out the way, get all these tethers out the way, these fake fakins, you know what I'm saying, imposters,
and get
fake imposters, all that.
Wait, I thought Sweet Lady was over with.
Right. You know what I'm saying? These fake fake Haitians, all these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like what's his name? Roland Martin. They got caught with the man's butt pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I saw that shit.
These dudes, bro, I'm telling you, man, we got to get these motherfuckers out the way. It's time for real men to come and take place and the real women to come and take.
Yes, Johnson, he did get caught with the butt picture. Yes, he did.
I saw that.
Angela Stanton King, she screenshotted that. She before
I gotta go look at hers. I think I saw TD Hip Hop talking about.
Hey, look, man.
That's funny. That's what the niggas get. Niggas playing games.
Man, it is what it is. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this, Frank.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the Democrats is offering weird niggas, man.
Hey, look.
No policy.
Hey, I told you today, man. I tell you what the day is. The perfect example for the day was busses and butches. Roland Martin he's a bussy, and the other ones they were butches, man. It's been a hell of a day, man. I don't know.
Don't forget we got to talk about prostate cancer, dog.
Yeah. What that? Oh shit! How you gonna? We did talk about it. We got to do another segment on it. I remember I did it early. Wait a minute, how you on twice? You on twice here? Okay.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. My bad.
Okay, which one is it? Okay, got you. Yeah, but we did talk about it. We talked about it in August because I said we're gonna talk about it again though. Let's talk about that because we got a whole month to talk about. I talked about it in August to beat them to it. But the crazy part is I didn't really beat them to it because even though we talked about it last week, they still ain't talking about it. They act like shit don't exist. Right.
All right, so y'all can hit me up XX Frank Nitty XX on YouTube and Instagram, and then Frank Jones 8115 on Instagram. We're gonna just keep pushing it, man. Pushing the line. It's gonna be interesting. I'm glad to hear that Cuomo is going. You know what I'm saying? Might possibly go to jail. That's good. You know what I'm saying? But let's not stop this now, man. Keep lock all these motherfuckers up, man. You know what I mean? The same way that they was feeling the prison industrial complex. They could feel it. They could feel it being another body in that motherfucker. How about that? Straight up.
Well,
real.
I know one thing. All I've been seeing about these teen things and all this, be aware. A new juvenile crime bill is coming.
Something, man. And they talking about 10-year-olds shooting and killing niggas and shit. Like, come on, dude. You really at 10 years old have to really call it shoot somebody, kill somebody.
Close to you soon. And if you don't watch it, it's gonna be the hands of your own Indian heiress, Kamala. Forget the middle name. Kamala Harris. Or hey, look, Dawson. I got a new name.
Hands on your knees, mouth wide open. Yeah.
No, I got a new name for Kamala. I'm gonna call her. Remember back in the day, Frank, Chak, we had a game. What they get? Dawson, you probably played too, called Hopscotch.
Mm-hmm.
Kamala Hopscotch Harris. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. You know, she hopping around. Or, as they say, Tupac saying, she getting around.
Right. Every other city we go, man, every other video, man.
Hey, well, don't forget, you're right. Every little city we go, we see the same hoes because, in Memphis, Tennessee, I gotta call. I gotta call. Let me call. Hey, look, man. Hey, Judge Brown, I gotta say something, man. We gotta do something about this thing, man, because they giving Glorilla keys to the city, man. I'm gonna get disappointed, man. Hey, man. Hey,
what a classy city, man.
Hey, yo, they giving Glorilla keys to the city, man. I know they daggone fucked up that motherfucker with that shit. That's wild. But y'all take y'all time. Have a good night.
Salute, yo.
Take your time.